We're live here at the Cougar Network. I'm Logan Patel. I'm joined by Kay Boyson and Emma Valle. How you guys been so far? You know, it's a bit windy here so far. How do you guys think that's going to affect tonight's game?
I'm feeling, it's going to be a very windy game, but I'm feeling great today. I feel like this is really going to affect some of the passing game and some of that stuff, you know?
Yeah, beautiful day out here. Obviously a little bit windy, but drove down here to CCC and definitely for a great game tonight.
Yeah, all right, we're going to go into last week's game. After a dominant performance, how is Mooney looking to carry the momentum into this game?
Yeah, I think definitely scoring early is a huge factor for them. When they make that huge defensive stop early in the game, get that ball back, go down to the end zone, score a touchdown, that's huge for them. And definitely everyone getting touches. That's a huge fact. Mooney has a lot of weapons. Mason, Jordan, Chemistry, Young, Keneal Jackson, just to name a couple of them. So getting everyone their touches in and just putting the guys out there that can make the plays.
Yeah, I feel like we're really good at spreading the ball out. I feel that we do have amazing playmakers. Like Chemistry Young, he's very fast at the ball. He's almost impossible to tackle, too. I feel like we're going to have a very good game today.
Yeah, so going on the offense side of the ball, how can Mooney replicate such a perfect performance?
Yeah, like I said, just getting everyone touches, especially Mason Jordan. I really like to see him out of the backfield even on those bubble screens. So just pounding the ball up the middle with Keneal and taking their shots to Chemistry and Mason. And Bo Daniel especially, crazy game last week.
Yeah, crazy breakout game last week, yeah.
Yeah, exactly what Emmett said. I mean, we're, like I said, very good at spreading out the ball, and if we can get it to all of our targets, since they're all amazing, it's going to almost scramble up the defense, I feel, where they're not going to know who to guard, and if they need a blitz or not to stop Keneal Jackson, or if they need to run zone coverage to cover our wide receivers.
Yeah, so last week Mooney had 13 penalties at the half. So how are they looking to minimize that for this week?
Yeah, I think especially a lot of those were offsides and false starts, and you really don't like to see that, cutting those first downs in half and gifting free first downs, obviously. So just be a little bit more cautious on defense. Obviously, they had that roughing the punter penalty that led to a touchdown for Bishop Rowe last week. So just being a little bit more cautious. Obviously, they got that great defense this year. That defensive line is unstoppable. So just realizing that they don't need that extra push to get there because they can already get there to the quarterback without jumping off sides.
I completely agree with that. But also, I feel like we had a lot of our penalties because it was a rivalry game. That really affects the mindset of everything. And since this is not a rivalry game, I think there's going to be a lot less penalties. And I think at Bishop Rowe, they had very minimal penalties last game because I guess they're in a better mindset than us. So I think CCC might have more penalties because it's a different mindset when they're playing a non-rival.
Yeah, late in the game it got really chippy. You know, both teams had a lot of personal fouls, but this week I know the coaches definitely told them that they gotta be disciplined. So what can CCC do to put up a fight in tonight's game? They started 6-0. What kind of momentum does that bring into this game?
Yeah, definitely. I would say starting off hot for CCC, getting an early lead, and just keep on adding to that. If they can score a couple touchdowns early, they definitely have a chance in this game. Mooney, unbelievable defense, improving offense every single week. But if CCC wants to win this game, they have to come out hot in the first quarter. They can't wait till the second half to get started.
I feel like if they can stop our run game, it'll be a completely different game. Because our run game, I feel, is one of our most powerful components. I know our pass game is also amazing, but I feel like our run game is one of our main components of our game plan. And if they can shut that down, I feel like they have a chance.
Yeah, I'm going to add on to that. How do you guys think the pass game has helped out the run game and vice versa? How has the run game helped out the pass?
Obviously, it's play action. It's a huge part of their game now because obviously you got Keneal Jackson in the backfield averaging about 105 yards a game so far this season. So when you can fake a run to him, you can get those defensive linemen to jump, those safeties to jump up, open the field for Chemistry, Mason, or Bo. Just completely opens up their offense when they have both sides working well.
Yeah,
I agree. We can definitely, I feel if we get our run game really going, we can throw in some pass plays in there and then start going through the play action like you said.
Yeah, so what is CCC's biggest key to try and win this game tonight?
I would just say consistent offense, not having 3 and outs, not letting that Mooney defense get momentum early. Obviously, that O-line's going to have to really be locked in tonight. You got Elijah Golden, you got Zachary Sim, you got all those guys on the D-line, Monty Armstrong, those guys are huge. Yep. You really have to protect your quarterback tonight if you're CCC.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, especially because last game we had multiple sacks or multiple pressures when we weren't even blitzing. Our D-line, we don't even have to blitz anymore. I was talking to Ryman Mosley, he's in my sports broadcasting class, and he was just saying how we don't even need to blitz. Like, they're mostly in the backfield, or not backfield, sorry, in coverage, because there's no reason to blitz because we're already getting to the quarterback so fast.
Yeah, they do have a dominant defensive line. So, we'll go back to last week. Do you guys think it was more about Mooney's execution or Bishop Rowe's mistakes?
I would say it's a little bit of both. I would go on the side of Mooney's execution because their play, just everything was going right for them last week. Their offensive line was making huge gaps for Keneal to run through. Obviously, those huge catches by Bo and Mason, just huge momentum shifts. You don't see those plays happen too often. So if they can execute those plays like they did last week, they definitely have a chance of winning this game.
Yeah.
I agree. We don't even talk about our O-line nearly as much as we should. I mean, and also, those big run plays that we've had, it's not just because the O-line is blocking. It's our downfield blocking by Chemistry Young, Bo Daniel, sometimes LaRon Dews and Mason Jordan. Just them blocking. If we didn't have them blocking downfield, Keneal would not be able to get past all those players. I mean, he's a great running back, but he can't get past 8 people in the backfield.
Yeah, so I think this Mooney offense is going to try and set the tone early. What do you guys think they're going to try to attack? Like, what do you guys think the game plan is early on the offensive side?
Yeah, I think, like we said, with the wind, you probably want to start with the run game. Obviously, Keneal Jackson, very consistent. Struggled a little bit early in the season, but back to his normal self now. So I would want to target the running game early, maybe get a couple of those bubble screens going, get your blockers out in front, just let your guys ease into this game.
I agree, yeah. What do you think, Case?
I agree with that, too. But I think it also, whoever's going to pass more, I think it depends on which side of the field they start going on. Because the wind is going at a diagonal direction. So I feel like if you're going in the diagonal direction that's going the correct way, you're going to be throwing it a lot more because you can get it downfield farther and have the big plays.
Yeah, I agree. So last week we saw a little bit of Devin Mingery. You guys think we're going to see him maybe split time with Davin Davidson tonight?
I mean, I hope we see some of them. He had some crazy plays last week. That hurdle, incredible play, but I would love to see him get involved in the run game. I've told so many people he would make a great fullback in the red zone.
Yeah, running back.
Very hard to take down, a very strong base, and he loves trucking people. He's not afraid to get tackled, and so I would love to see him worked in this game. Obviously, Davin is the true starter this year. Is unbelievable season, makes some huge passes, but I would love to see Devin worked in this game.
I will say, Devin as a running back, the trick plays would be insane for this Mooney offense.
I agree with that, and also he's a dual threat because also his pass to Chemistry Young last week, that was perfect, just right in the bread basket.
Yep.
You can't get a better pass than that. But also he's a very angry runner. You can compare him to like Najee Harris or Derrick Henry. He'll just run at you and he doesn't care.
Yeah. So who do you guys have for your X Factors tonight?
So my X Factor, I got 2 wide receivers. My X Factor on Mooney, like I said, Mason Jordan, he's their spark plug. He's the guy out of the backfield, out wide, that's going to catch those screen passes, going to chuck that block downfield that they need. And for CCC, I got Luke Wilson, their #1 target this year, 50 reception yards a game, 5 touchdowns already, averaging 4 receptions a game. So if they can get a deep pass to Luke Wilson early, that can be a huge momentum shift for CCC. So I got 2 wide receivers tonight.
I think Mooney's running back, Keneal Jackson, and CCC's quarterback, Case Barrett, will be the biggest X factors. Because Keneal Jackson, he has 532 rush yards so far. He has 9.3 yards per carry. That is crazy.
Yep.
That's some Madden stats right there. He has
good numbers.
Yeah, he has 106 yards a game, and he already has, I think, 8 touchdowns. But Case Barrett, his stats are also great. They're CCC's quarterback. He has 1,021 pass yards. He has 12 touchdowns, 170 yards per game. He has only 1 interception too, which that's great. I mean, that's a very big component in the pass game. Now I hope we can change that in this game, get him up to probably 3 interceptions.
Yeah, so real quick, who you guys have getting in the end zone tonight, and what's your final score?
Yeah, I have LaRon Foy, obviously a very elusive player, returning punts, playing defense and offense, so I went with the best chance for me. He could score on either three of those ways.
Yeah, and what's your score prediction?
I got 42-10 Mooney. Obviously, I saw a local news station taking CCC over Mooney. I don't know about that. Mooney's defense has been on locks this year. Obviously, offense putting up tons of points, so I got 42-10 tonight.
I feel like Mooney's going to win this 56-10. 10.
Who's going to get in the end zone?
I feel like it's going to be Cannell Jackson because, like I said, that downfield blocking has been great. But I also think that Chemistry Young, because we did not give him the ball that much last week, and I feel like we have to get him the ball or else he's going to get a little bit mad and stuff, you know?
Yeah, so for my touchdown prediction, I think Davin Davidson is going to show some flashes of last week and get in the end zone on the ground. And for my score prediction, I went with 49-14 Mooney. Thank you guys for watching the pregame show. I'm going to send it to our commentators, Joe Antonucci and Wyatt Hasselhoff.
here on 3rd down, and Kelly's going to walk right in. Touchdown, Cougars. Chris McCorkle, another interception. He's going to bring it all the way back this time. A pick 6 for Chris McCorkle.
Week after week, we bring you every play.
Intercepted! Intercepted by number 6 on Boyd.
The energy.
There he goes! In the end zone for a Mooney touchdown!
The grit.
And he's going. Makes one man miss, another man.
The roar of Cougar Nation.
There he looks deep. And he's wide open in his ball by number 2. Give us 3 on it.
Breaks a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
You're watching Mooney Football on the Cougar Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to James Bryan Thomas Stadium for a beautiful night of football. I'm Joey Antonucci, joined by Wyatt Hasselmop, and we got, once again, a lovely night of football. Wyatt, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Joey. I mean, tonight's an absolutely beautiful night for some football and for some Friday night lights. I do think one thing to be a factor tonight is the wind. It is very windy out here, and I believe both teams are going to be able to utilize the wind in their favor, and I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, Cougars coming into this game at 5-1, trying to ruin the Marauders season. They are 6-0, a perfect 6-0. The Cougars just had an unbelievable win, 49-14 against their rival Bishop Rowe last week. Davin Davison played amazing, 3 touchdowns in the air and a touchdown rushing. How can he bring that momentum into this week?
I believe the biggest thing for him is just to be calm in the pocket and being able to utilize the receivers he has. Through 5 games, Davin has 919 passing yards, and the receivers that he's been able to throw to, Chemistry Young has 363 receiving yards, Mason Jordan, who has 231 receiving yards, and Boa Daniel who has 192 receiving yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's unbelievable. Spreading the ball around. I mean, you got amazing receivers everywhere. If the wind, you mentioned the wind tonight. If the wind is a factor, though, how can the Cougars adjust?
Yeah, even though I talked about the receivers, we can't forget about Mooney's running back, Keneal Jackson. Through 5 games, he has 532 rushing yards and is averaging 106.4 rushing yards per game, which is major for the Mooney offense.
Yeah, he's just a junior and played last year, 2,250 rushing yards on the year, career, I should say. He's unbelievable. It just runs through anyone who's got great speed. Cougars coming tonight, though. They have not played the Marauders since 2020, back in a playoff game in which they won in double overtime, 31-24. They're coming back here tonight on the Marauders' homecoming, trying to ruin their perfect season. We'll see if it will happen shortly.
Making their way to midfield for the coin toss ceremony are the team captains for tonight's game. Captain, Clearwater Marauders, are number 3, Josiah Smith. Number 6, Larry Harris. Number 53, TJ Pouncey. Number 78, Dewan Davis. Cardinal Mooney on the ball in the third.
All right. Cougars win the toss and elect to defer. They're going to get that defense out there early.
The big thing for the Cougars defense is their defensive line. They've got two big factors on the defensive line, who is Zach Samuel Jr., who has 10 solo tackles and 17 total tackles. Along with that is Elijah Golden, number 90, the Notre Dame commit, who has been a major factor for the defense line and an overall leader as a team.
Yeah, and that D-line's unbelievable. And now you got coming back Bryce Folda.
Yeah, a big thing for the defense has been Bryce Folda coming back. He has been a leader for the past 3 years for this Mooney football team. And since his 2 games played, he's had 5 solo tackles and a total of 10 tackles through his 2 games played back.
Cougars are the Marauders elect to receive in the crosswind. Cougars gonna have to kick a little bit into the wind here. And Bauer's gonna kick it off. Goes about to the 10.
His little pooch kick he has.
Nice return here. He makes one-man miss. He could go down the sideline. Liam Bowers to beat. He beats him. Finally pushed out of bounds, McCaden Brown. Tavarion Wilson, though, with a huge start to this game, taking it to the Cougars' 25-yard line. Unbelievable field positioning.
Yeah, I mean, that return team able to create a major hole in the middle of that Mooney kickoff team, and him being able to bring it down the sideline has created a fast start for the Marauders offense.
Yeah, Liam Bowers able to just slow him down a little bit, enough for McCaden Brown to come back and push him out of bounds. But the Marauders are going to start at the 27. You got Chase Barrett.
Yeah, Chase Barrett. Chase Barrett's been a leader on this team. He has a total of like near 1,000 passing yards on the season. Mooney's gonna have to look out for him.
Yeah, he's gonna go under center here. Trips right. A little handoff. Tries to beat the hole, but Cougars D-line pushes forward. Only a gain of about 2.
There it is, the Cougars D-line being able to fill gaps, and our linebackers being able to fill holes and not allowing that running back to make major plays and gaining yards.
Yeah, McCain Brown coming down with the help. Vontrez Yarn also coming down from the safety position. He's the guy who you could look out for, running all over the field, making a play. We're going 2 backs now. Barrett, read option. He's going to try to bounce it. Laurent Dews makes a nice tackle, also followed by Zachary Samuel Jr.
Yeah, Laurent Dews has been a major factor for this Mooney offense and a leader. I mean, him having, he has a total of 11 solo tackles on the season and 17 total tackles for the Mooney defense.
Yeah, so we have 3rd down and 5 already. Cougars looking to get their defense off the field. Third and 5, trips left. Motions receiver out to go 5 wide now. Looks like we got movement here. I think on the defense. Oh no. They're just gonna have to take out Mosley. I'm not sure if it looks like his mouthpiece wasn't in or possibly his knee pad. His knee pad wasn't below his knees, so refs are gonna be cracking down on that tonight. Takes a snap. Pressure from the Cougars and he's sacked! Zachary Samuel Jr. and KJ Brown gets in the backfield.
I mean, Mooney's defense has been heavy on the linebacker blitz, and that just showed right there. KJ Brown being able to come through that A gap or B gap and surround the quarterback, not allowing him to throw to his receiver.
Yeah, and now you got Marauders are in no man's land. It's a 4th and 14. This is a very far field goal for high school, and not a great punt position. But they're going to go for this. They're going to go trips right once again. You got to get them time if you're the Marauders O-line. You got press coverage, though, on the near side. Takes a snap. He's going to throw it deep. Up to Ryman Mosley, overthrown. And the Cougars defense makes a big stop after the special teams let up a huge amount of yards on the kickoff.
Major stop by the Mooney defense. Gives the Mooney offense some momentum in order to push down the field and potentially score. There comes Zach Samuel off the edge, and KJ Brown coming through the A gap, surrounding the quarterback, not allowing him to escape the pocket and be able to throw to his passers.
Samuel might have gone away, a little horse collar there, but refs did not see it. Big stop for the Cougars, and now you got Davin Davison. Unbelievable this year.
I mean, he has 919 passing yards through 5 games. Maybe, hopefully, he's allowed to do that again tonight.
Jordan in motion, just a handoff to Jackson. And he's gonna make the first 2 guys miss, finally dragged down for a gain of 11. First down, Cougars.
That's what Cannell does. I mean, he is a big guy, and his yards after contact has been major for the Mooney offense this season.
A little tempo from the Cougars here. Looking to give it back to him, possibly. It will be a run right back to Jackson. Sees the hole. He breaks a tackle. Finally gets tackled at the 38-yard line of the Marauders. Cougars already driving. 2 first downs, 2 plays.
There you can see the downfield blocking from Laurent Dews, blocking the corner and allowing Cornell to slip to the outside and get a lot of yards.
Yeah, Dews plays both sides. Unbelievable stamina. You'll see him at wide receiver and corner all night long. Davison takes it, hands it off to Jackson once again. He's bouncing around. He's got another first down. Down to the 25-yard line. That's 3 runs for Keneal Jackson and 3 first downs.
I mean, you can't overlook the Mooney offensive line. The Mooney offensive line has been solid for Cornell this season. Them taking that left step there and creating a hole on the right side for Fat to run to the corner, to the sideline was major.
Yeah, I'd love to say maybe you go play action here, but the way they're running, there might not be a need to. But we have seen play action from this team. Davidson, it is a play action. He's gonna roll out left. He's got Laurent Dews over the middle. throws, touchdown Cougars! Beautiful play call. You run the ball right down their throats 3 times in a row. Play action, and Laurent Dews finds the open spot. Nice pass from David Davidson. Cougars jump out early.
Yeah, there's the sneaky pass that Coach Callahan likes to call. I mean, Coach Callahan's been heavy on trying to start the run game, and then once in a while show that pass, and that showed off there for the touchdown by the Mooney Cougars.
Yeah, really great drive. 3 rushes, 1 pass, 4 first downs, and a touchdown. Liam Bowers back for the PAT. Snap good, hold good, kick is good. Cougars take a 7-0 lead. Take a look at this replay here. Davin on the run, beautiful. Maybe a little low, but I mean, that's a cross body. That's a perfect throw, though.
I know, what a route by Laurent, though. Coming across the field on, like, I think it's called a climb route, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, climb, crosser, maybe post.
25 on the hash on the opposite field. And Laurent being there on time for Davin Davidson, throwing the ball for the touchdown. What a play.
Yeah, I got a little scared. They like to usually throw that corner out to Jordan on the outside. I saw Dews go over the middle. Davidson saw the exact same thing, though. So great play call, great drive by the Cougars. Marauders looking to fight back, though.
Now your kickoff team. Hopefully the Mooney kickoff team can close that gap that was in the middle of the field last time and not allow such a big run.
Yeah, Tavarion Wilson just split everyone. Huge game last time. Bowers might pooch kick it. No, he's gonna go for it, and it's gonna go to about the 3 bounce. Wilson's gonna take it. Cougars defense gets down there quick, breaks another tackle though, gets down to the 20. So good job by the Cougars special teams, not letting Wilson gain anything too extra.
I believe that was a tackle by Brody Wyman there.
Brody Wyman was there. I saw Jaden Burnett
was there.
Yeah, a couple Cougars coming down, making the stop. So this time the Marauders are going to start at their own 20. Yeah, it's homecoming night, and you can hear this. The student section for CCC is pretty impressive. Great to see. A little motion over, handoff, bounced inside a little bit, gets a gain of 4.
I mean, what a cut by the running back there. Not allowed, seeing that the edge was blocked off by Zach. Him being able to cut back inside gave him a couple yards there.
Yeah, Corey Sims, I believe, on the carry. Second and 6 here. We got a timeout, I believe, by the Marauders. It will be. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Cougar Network and watching tonight's broadcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media at cmhs.cougernetwork and visit us on the web at cmhscougernetwork.live. Offense comes back out onto the field. Second down and 6 here. It looks like we got a little movement, possibly. I'm not sure. I don't know. Now another knee pad. You know what? Every time there's a stoppage, I'm just going to call for knee pads. A lot of refs don't usually call it, but it looks like tonight the crew is going to make sure you got your knee pads below your knees.
Yeah, you do get a select few of those refs that care about those knee pads.
Yeah. Handoff up the middle, almost taken down by Fulda, but taken down. That looked like Armani Armstrong in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, there was a blitz by Travion Lester there, but Fulda coming strong off that edge. Almost a tackle for loss by Fulda, but Amani bringing him down for loss of 1?
Yeah, 1 and 2, but yeah, they'll bring up 3rd and 8 now. So yeah, it looks like it's got to be a passing situation. You got to have time if you're the Marauders. Cougars love to send blitz. Wouldn't be surprised if they do it here. They trust their corners. They trust their DBs, safeties. You got trips left here. Drops back. Pressure coming, and he's taken down once again. I think Elijah Golden initially, and then 4 other Cougars on him.
I mean, you could see a late blitz from KJ Brown there. He waited a little bit to find that gap, and he came flying through that A gap, getting all around the quarterback, not allowing him to escape the pocket. And then Elijah Golden for the sack there.
Yeah, Barrett, nothing he could do. Yeah, Marauders about to punt away. Cougars on their first drive went 4 plays, 69 yards. Marauders have had 2 drives and -9 yards. So unbelievable performance by the defense. And it's a block punt! Wyman blocks it! Picked up. Burnett's gonna take him down at the 8-yard line. Brody Wyman, a blocked punt.
I mean, that's a major turn of events for Mooney right there. Coach Clark has been battened down on the special teams, and throughout the years, the punt block team has done major things for this Mooney team. I mean, they have scored some major touchdowns that have been turn events for the Mooney football team.
Yeah, multiple punt returns. We saw one last week from Laron. And look at this, Brody Wyman, no one just blocked. He runs right through the wall, or the shield. The shield just doesn't do anything. We saw a return last week from the Cougars on punt and multiple blocks the week before. As Davis is gonna hand this off to Jackson. He's gonna power his way, almost untouched. He gets in, touchdown Cougars.
There's the 12-man personnel with the 2 tight ends in there, Ryan and Brody. I mean, them being able to create a hole by 1 blocking the DN and 1 pulling and getting the linebackers allows Cornell for that touchdown.
Yeah, Kenyo Jackson just almost untouched. Got to the 2nd level and tripped up, but reaches in for the touchdown. Cougars 13-0, looking to add on 1 more for 14. And I know it's early, but this perfect season so far for the Marauders could be in jeopardy. Snap good, hold is good. Once again, PAT is good. 14-0 Cougars.
Yeah, there's Ryan blocking the DN, Brody pulling and getting that linebacker, and Cornell just pushing through that defense. Yeah, scoring that touchdown.
Unbelievable block by Brody Wyman. Gets to that linebacker and lets Jackson have a hole. Cougars off to kick once again. Marauders got to get something going on the offense. -9 yards is not going to cut it.
Not cut it.
Kick to about the 10. He's going to cut across the field, breaks a tackle. He's got room once again. Wilson taken down at the 43, and Cougars have got to stop kicking to this kid.
I mean, he has seen some holes and he has flown through them, creating a lot of yards for the kickoff return team for the Marauders.
Yeah, multiple broken tackles. We got an injured player down. I'm not sure who it is, but we'll take a little break here. Cannell Jackson finally gets up. Not Keneal, the running back, his brother Cannell. He's able to get up. He walks off the field as Marauders are going to take their team back out. They'll spot the ball at the 45-yard line of CCC's territory. Got to get something going, whether it's a just short little screen, get a couple yards each play. Can't keep taking negative yards. Takes a snap. Nice run to the outside. Good blocks holding up. Goes out of bounds at the Cougars. 46, I believe. Might have been just short of the first down.
Yeah. The Marauders offense being able to create an edge for Corey there.
The far judge has it a little further back. I think they're going to give it to him. They will. So the Marauders are going to get their first down of the game. And I believe that puts them into positive yards on the game, too. I was wrong. I was wrong. They're at -6 still. But really nice run there. Looking to keep that momentum. A little motion over. Fake buzz. Throws it. Caught. Makes one man miss. He's down the sideline. He's got room to go. Touchdown, Marauders.
What a play by that Marauders offense. I mean, yeah, it was a major play by the Marauders offense.
Yeah, fakes the jet sweep, rolls out, had pressure in his face. I thought that was getting picked. How about you?
I did too. I mean, we had both corners blitzing off the edge. I mean, there was a potential sack by one of our corners there, McCain Brown, but it ended up being a touchdown for the Marauders offense.
Yeah, Isaiah Newton just comes streaking across the field. I was 100% sure that was a ball thrown right to the Cougars linebacker. I'm not sure if it was KJ Brown or what, as the PAT is good. But I thought it was a for sure pick. Isaiah Newton comes across. Let's look. Yeah. No, that was Vontrez Yarn coming down as safety. I thought that was a pick right to him.
Yeah. Looked like on that play, Corey was able to sneak through that offensive line and make a little slant route, and Chase was able to see that our corners were blitzing and a little lob pass for him to create a touchdown out of that play.
Yeah, so great job by the Marauders bouncing back there, making a 7-point game. Now you got to go out there and have a stop on defense, give a little more momentum that you have. We get to see the Cougars return team for the first time. You got Laurent Dews and Ryman Mosley back there.
Yeah. I mean, they're one of our 2 fastest guys. I think they're, one of, if not in the top fastest guys on the team.
Yeah, I noticed they put Ryan Wanner back there to block, along with Brody Redmond. So not looking for any pooch kicks. Yeah, it will be a far kick. Looks like they'll both let it go into the end zone. Touchback. So Cougars have the ball at the 20. Marauders defense looking to step up. I think it's been 5 plays, 2 touchdowns, 5 first downs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even going and let up like a 3-4 yard run. That's a win for this Marauders defense. Build a low momentum each time, just keep getting better. Looks like they're going to try to put Bo Daniel in motion here. Another handoff to Jackson, and there you go. Multiple guys on the swarm, only a 3-yard gain. Looks like they're going to load the box, put 7 guys over there. Trips right for the Cougars. Screen to Bo Daniel. Block's not holding up and brought down at the 29, just short of the first down. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, if we held those blocks maybe a little bit longer, Bo might have found room. But good on their corners, sticking with the blocks and making that tackle.
Yeah, just a simple bubble route for gain of 6. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Got to go back to Cardinal Jackson here. Blitz coming. Jackson met in the backfield, breaks tackles though, and he's chugging forward to the 42-yard line.
He has been so good after yards, after contact for the Mooney offense. He's been able to push through many defenses and getting many first downs and touchdowns for the Mooney offense.
Yeah, he's met behind the line to gain, but able to push forward. I think everyone knew what was happening. Everyone knew it was a run play. Everyone knew Marauders were blitzing, but they trust Jackson. As Davis is going to throw it up to Deuce here, and he's got the catch at the Marauders' 31-yard line. Beautiful catch by LaRon Deuce.
I mean, that's one of our two-way players. He is a very athletic kid. I mean, he's committed to Indiana for his athleticism and overall his football skill. He's been a major impact player and role coming to Mooney. And picking him up has been an amazing thing for Mooney.
Yeah, that's a perfect pass. Back shoulder, gives his man a chance. As Jackson's going to go forward. He dropped the ball. Ball is out. I think the Cougars got it back.
I believe he was down.
You can see back shoulder, perfect pass. Dude's able to get up, keep his feet in bounds. So either knee was down or the Cougars got it back. But a gain of 8 for Cardinal Jackson. They're gonna go twins. Hand off to Jackson once again. He's met at the line and pushed back this time. Only a gain of 1. That'll bring up another 3rd down for the Marauders. Can they get off the field?
Looks like Cardinal Jackson's helmet came off, so he's going to have to come out for one play here.
That's a big loss. I mean, that's your star running back. I know you said Fat. That's his nickname, guys. Cardinal Jackson, they call him Fat. But that's going to bring in Braylon Brown.
Yeah, here comes their 12 personnel, I believe.
Yeah, looking for an O-line push. It is a handoff to him, and Brown's going to find a hole, and he's going to push forward down to the 10-yard line. 1st down, Cougars.
That package offense has had 2 plays tonight, and both plays combining for, I would seem, around 30 yards.
Yeah.
Looks like the Marauders defense is not going to be able to stop it.
They're going to keep a little tempo. Back to Brown. He stays in the game. He'll get a gain of 3, as Jackson's now going to come back out onto the field. I like that. Give him a little breather. And now you got Jordan also coming back out, so you're going to take out that big 3rd down package. He's going to bring Jordan and Seneca Hawthorne back in. Another speedy receiver there. So there are no trips left. Could see a little screen to Jordan or possibly motion him over. So yeah, they're going to put Mason close to the line. Look for a motion out for him. There he is on the pop. It's tipped. Almost intercepted.
Almost a pop pass there for Mason Jordan.
Yeah,
I believe that was tipped by the defensive lineman for the Marauders.
Yeah, I think linebacker Dakarius Williams, he came down, able to tip that, almost intercepted. But yeah, a little RPO there. Davin tries to fit it into Mason Jordan. I think a little too much movement with him. Marauders were eyed on him. Dews in motion. Hand off to Jackson. And he is stuffed at the line. Breaking tackles, though. Finally brought down at the 4-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th and 2.
He does not want to go down tonight.
That's a big down here. Yeah, no surprise in my eyes. Not expecting the Cougars to kick field goal anyways. I think this is just a mano-a-mano. You're going to give it to Jackson once again. Marauders got 7 guys in the box. It's a speed option, pitch to Jackson, and he's in! Touchdown, Cougars!
There's your little pitch play for the offense. I mean, Davin drawing in that DN corner from the Marauders, and your outside blocks by LaRon and Mason creating a touchdown for Cornell is a major play for the Mooney offense.
Yeah, big play, just an easy, great play call, speed option. Give both your players a chance. Although that was a touchdown for the Cougars, great drive by them, long sustained drive. That's something we haven't seen out of the Marauders defense yet. So I'd say that's a little bit of a win for them. You had a great drive, multiple third downs. You brought them to a 4th down, almost got them. So that's a good job by the Marauders defense, showing a little bit of life. Now you need that offense to go back out there and do something.
Yeah. Good on Cornell keeping his feet there. Looked like he got tripped up, but he was able to keep his feet in order to save that touchdown.
Liam Bowers off the kick, and yeah, they're gonna try to keep it away. Little pooch kick, almost fumbled around. Brought down by Vontrez Yarn. He's held up though. Finally thrown down at the 18. Forward progress stopped at the 20. But yeah, they kept it away from Wilson there.
Yeah, good tackle by Vontrez Yarn, staying on his path. Just making that tackle.
So yeah, we saw a great drive from the Marauders last drive. Capped off with a 38-ish yard touchdown, I believe, something along there. As Barrett's gonna get under center here. It's a little flea flicker, thrown over the middle, broken up by Ryman Mosley.
Yeah, Ryman Mosley, I believe, made a change from wide receiver to cornerback this year, and he has been a major impact for this defense, breaking up so many deep balls and making tackles for this Mooney defense this season.
Yeah, he's been a big factor, like you said. Vontrez Yarn also back there. Bring up 2nd and 10. Once again, Barrett under center.
Looks like Corey's getting into a 3-point stance.
Yeah, Corey Sims, 3-point stance, motion over. He's gonna power forward for a gain of 4. Looked like a little Navy offense, a little Army Navy. Just giving your fullback, letting him power forward, something like that.
Part of like an I formation.
Yeah, not something you see every day in college. Or high school, sorry. Not college yet. So you got a big 3rd down and 6 here. Cougars, I wouldn't be surprised, obviously, if they brought some pressure here.
Yeah, it's either that linebacker blitz or that corner blitz there.
Yeah, don't want to let Barrett get any steps. He's gonna take it out of shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Screen pass, swing pass. He's gonna fight for the 1st down. He's in, stays in. We got a flag downfield though. At the 41, far side. It looked like a face mask possibly.
Saw that blitz by Travion Lester there. A little screen play for 10 yards or so. Got him that 1st down. Oh.
I think it is a face mask. That look. I saw that. the ref pull is near his face, so I'm not sure. We'll see, unless it is a holding. It is a holding on the offense. That's going to negate the first down.
Big turn of events for the Marauder offense.
Yeah, the hold was really downfield, so it's only going to push him back a couple yards. So it'll bring up back to a 3rd and 10, basically.
I believe that first down could have given momentum.
Yeah. You go into the next quarter with the first down, and instead it's a 3rd and 10, might have to punt it. Marauders are 0 for 2 on 3rd downs tonight. I'm looking maybe to block Sims here, give your quarterback a little time. He is gonna block. Almost gets pressure. It falls out! Think he picked it back up, but it's gonna be a 4-yard loss anyways. And the Cougars defense comes through once again.
I believe that was Travion Lesher that caused that fumble. I mean, Chase slipped through the defensive line, but Travion Lesher was there, and he was able to punch it out. Sadly, we couldn't get that ball back, but good play by Travion.
Yeah, Chase Barrett tries to make something happen. He senses the blitz coming, tries to step up, but can't hold on to it. So last time the Marauders punted, it was blocked. Looking for the Shield to do a little something more this time. Punt, not a great one. It's gonna bounce at the 39. It's just gonna roll. It's a really nice roll though, I will say. Down to the Cougars, 42.
Yeah, the punter seemed to kick that ball a little bit too high, much more higher than he wanted to. But it did get a good kick and a good bounce.
Yes, a 42-yard punt, I believe. So what didn't look like great at first turned into a not bad punt. So that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Cougars up 21-7. Looks like Devin Minnery is in the game. He's going to hand it off to Brown. He'll get a 5-6 yard gain. But Devin Minnery, they love to put him in and run read options, let him run through some guys.
Yeah, Devin's been a strong runner for the Mooney offense. I mean, he has blown through some linebackers.
2nd and 5 here. They're on in motion, a little buzz to him. Devin's gonna keep it. And might have gotten it. Far judge has him short. Near judge, I think, gave it to him, and he will. 1st down, Cougars. Keep it a little tempo here.
Yeah, Mooney loves her fast offense.
Minnery, once again, motions over. Same play. Minnery's gonna keep it again. And he's ripped back. Gets a gain of 3.
I don't think that Marauders defense was going to allow it to happen the second time. I think they filled the box and understood and was able to stop that.
Agreed, agreed. Minnery out of shotgun. Takes it. He's going to step up and tries to run someone over. Nice tackle. We got a flag. Back around the 44-yard line.
Might have been the holding on offense.
Yeah.
In there.
So that's going to, push the Cougars back to 2nd and 17. 16 maybe. Yeah, 2nd and 17 here.
Here comes Cornell back in. And Seneca Hawthorne back in.
Handoff, Keneal Jackson. He's going to bounce it. Pushed out of bounds at the 49. Just crossed midfield. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 12. And this is definitely a 4-down territory for the Cougars. It seems like every territory is 4 down. I don't know if they do not punt, they do not kick very much. So you go get half here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. Manners going to motion Jordan a little bit inside. Looking for him. He's going to throw to the corner. Jordan keeps his feet in bounds. First down, Cougars.
Yeah, what a play there. Laurent taking his corner deep, and Mason finding that opening gap between the safety and on that little, like, I would say, bench route.
Yeah, just a little fade ball.
And
cornerish. Good ball.
Yeah, Mason toe tapping there, keep allowing that first down.
He's got him again. Jordan over the top, just a little overthrown. Devin wants that one back. He had Mason Jordan for a touchdown. Second and 10 here. Maynard's just going to give it to Jackson. Jackson a little nonchalantly shakes off a tackle and just going to drag another one for gain of 8.
That offensive line tonight for the Mooney for the Mooney football team has created so many gaps for Keneal to break and create major plays for the Mooney offense.
Okay, so 3rd and 2 here. They bring in Wyman, or Wayner, I should say, as Dews goes in motion. A little movement here. Offsides on the defense, so the Cougars are going to get an automatic first down here. So Cougars going to get that free first down on the mishap by the Marauders. Maynard's going to take the snap speed option here, pitches it to Jackson. Jackson makes one-man miss and pushed out of bounds around the 13-ish.
Yeah, there you can see there's the good blocking by Laurent and Ryan on the edge, giving Keneal a chance to get to the sideline and potentially score a touchdown.
2nd and 1 here. Minory handoff to Jackson once again. He's got a hold, breaking a tackle inside the 5-yard line. Cougars keeping it tempo for maybe read option here once again. Just a handoff to Jackson. This time he's stuffed. Stand up though, but taken down at the 3. So 2nd and goal from the 4. Big package here. Jackson up the middle. Is he in? I don't think he got in. Just short.
Stopped at the 1-yard line there.
Yeah, you can see they brought in both tight ends, Wyman and Wayner, looking to just power through as Jackson's helmet's going to come off once again. So Braylon Brown's going to come in. Now this might be a time where you see the read option with Devin Minory. And I'm going to assume if it happens, he's going to want to keep that. Devin Minnery looks to get on the board, but we'll see here. Minnery takes it, hands off to Brown. Touchdown Cougars! He falls his way in. Braylon Brown with a touchdown. A little delayed call from the refs, but able to find his way in, Braylon Brown is.
That good on the offensive line, getting some push on that defensive line, allowing Braylon to get into that end zone.
PAT is up and good. Cougars 28-7. Here at the Cougar Network, we're super excited to be offering sponsorship opportunities for you and your local business. Visit us on the web at cmhscougernetwork.live to check out all the opportunities for football, volleyball, and our other programming. All the proceeds from your sponsorship goes directly to the Cougar Network to help us keep producing content like tonight's game, and every bit helps. Liam Bowers off to kick. Inside the 5, returned. Cannell Jackson on the tackle, breaks it though. He's down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds at the 42.
I believe that was by Vontrez Yarn there.
Looks like you might just need to stop kicking to these kids altogether. 3 great returns from the Marauders special teams unit. Marauders coming back out onto the field. They got to get some points on the board as Cougars do get ball at half. Snap, handed off to Sims. Hard hit coming down by Yarn, but a gain of 5 for the Marauders.
Yarn has been flying down from that safety position all season, creating big hits for that defense and stopping big plays.
Motion over, high snap, handed off though, and the Cougars defense swarms on it for a loss of 2.
Even though McCain didn't make the play there, he set the edge, allowing the rest of the defense to swarm in. I mean, even though you might not make the tackle, you might make the play. And that, I mean, that's still one of the major factors on being a football player.
0 for 3, Marauders are on 3rd downs. Looking to change that on 3rd and 7 as Austin Butler's going to come in for KJ Brown. His helmet was knocked off. 4-man rush. A weird breakout play. He's got to throw it away, not able to do anything. And it was interesting to see. It looked like the right tackle and right guard just didn't even block. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a jailbreak screen or what, but then you see the Cougars DN and D tackle, they rush and then back off. I think they thought it was a screen too. So it's just a little in-between play where you don't know what's going on. So maybe it was just a broken play or what, but
yeah,
Cougars get another stop.
Yeah, it was good on Amani, just running at the quarterback at that point. I mean, that's all you do. If you're not on the side of the screen, then, I mean, just run at the quarterback the best you can do.
Got another injured player, so we'll take a little short break. So McCaden Brown's able to get up as the Marauders are 0 for 4 on third downs, as they're going to punt it back to the Cougars with 6:12 to go. Cougars with a 21-point lead.
Maybe we'll see a return here from LaRon.
Yeah, we've had a punt blocked and a very short punt in which Dews had no chance of returning.
Yeah, if Dews gets space, it's pretty hard to tackle him because he's very athletic and he's very shifty.
Yeah, looks like we got the safe man here. Could be a return off the bounce, but no, way out of bounds. I think the Marauders have watched film trying to keep it away from him as it bounces out at the 34-yard line.
I don't know if it was like a missed kick or something, or they were trying to keep it away from him, but most likely trying to keep it away from him.
We'll see David Davison back out onto the field. And Braylon Brown is out there as well, giving Keneal Jackson a little break. He's been the workhorse today.
Yeah. When he came back on for the touchdown, it looked like Keneal was limping a little bit on the sideline. Hopefully he can come back in the game.
Play action. Looking across the field. Bo Daniel, beautiful play. Nice break. Oh, they're going to call pass interference on Josiah Smith. I don't know.
It did look like he was there a little bit early. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, you can hear the boos.
Yeah, to the ref's eyes, I guess it was a pass interference.
I understand it. I'm not sure. I saw a little tug, 100%. But also, I don't know. I think he got his hand in front. I don't think it would have mattered. I'm not sure. They have a much better view than us up here. But I don't think it was pass interference personally. So I'll move the Cougars to the 50-yard line. Trips left. Jackson back in the game. Play action to him. Mosley over the middle, wide open. He burns the defense just out of his reach.
Yeah, those deep balls, misses. I mean, I feel like they got locked down on those. I mean, if the Mooney offense is able to crack down and make those plays, they will turn their offense from being great to being an amazing offense and scoring, I think, points they would not expect to score.
Got a little tempo. Marauders defense caught off guard. Motion. Jackson's going to take it for only a 2-yard gain. Nice stop by the Marauders. Pushes the Cougars to a 3rd and 8. Cougars are 4 for 5 on 3rd down. Now we got a 3rd and 8. Davidson takes it, pump fake. Bo Daniel, and they're going to call pass interference again. Now, I agree with that one. I was going to say he got a little pushed, and that's why the ball was so far out in front of him. We had a stop and go on Bo Daniels on the far side.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like a stop and go. Bo was tugged on or potentially like wrapped around, hugged by the corner. I think the ref saw it and threw the pass interference. Bo like had no chance of getting there.
So Cougars going to get the ball all the way moved up to the 33. Play action over the middle, tipped once again. Tried that pop pass again, but once again tipped by the D-line.
Yeah, they have that sneaky pop pass in there. Looks like the inside guy's gonna go block the linebacker and just slip through the linebacker and go out for a pass.
Handoff to Jackson, and he's met at the line. That's gonna bring up 3rd and 10. So Cougars are still 4 for 5. Oh, that's not good. Jackson's down. He's limping off. That is not good for the Cougars.
Yeah, he's done a lot tonight for the Cougars. Him cramping up is not a surprise because he's ran for so many yards and has broken so many tackles and pushed through so many tackles. Bet you his body's tired.
Look at Mason Jordan here. He might have some speed to get over that linebacker. No, it's just a speed option. The pitch to Brown. He's taken down for gain of 5-ish, I think.
Little pitch option. But look, knowing this Mooney offense, they're going to go for it every time.
100%. I saw Mason Jordan. Now the line, I think the linebacker was supposed to be covering him, but I thought he might have been able to get over the top. But they went the other way, get half there and get half here. We've got a 4th and 6 here.
Yeah.
Huge down for the Marauders to get off the field. 3:52 remaining. Motion over, play action. Throws the bow, Daniel. He breaks a tackle, hit hard. And he got the 1st down. Big play from the Cougars there.
Looked like he was in motion. It was a little under route. Mason took the corner deep, and LaRon was like, I would assume, like a little hitch route. So Davin had like 3 choices. He just chose the guy that was wide open. Bo was able to break a tackle and score, not score. He was able to break a tackle and get the 1st down.
Yeah, I think he had Mason Jordan on an option too, but took the easy, wide open 1st down. As we got a quick throw to Dews. Touchdown Cougars, LaRon Dews. Makes another amazing catch. Cougars, 34-7.
Yeah, what a route by Dews there. Able to get off the line, create some space, and stack the corner there, allowing Davin to throw him the ball where he needed to, and overall just throwing a beautiful ball and a beautiful catch for a touchdown for Mooney.
Unbelievable offensive performance so far. 35 points. The Cougars have 16 1st downs. It's unbelievable. So this offense has been great tonight. Good ball from David Dason out in front, and LaRon Dews. Perfect catch.
Yeah. Once again, him creating space between the cornerback allowed him to see where the ball was and make that catch. David being calm in the pocket, but knowing the speed of his receivers, throwing a beautiful fade ball for a touchdown.
Don't go anywhere at halftime, folks. We've got Logan, Emmett, and Cade coming back to you live from the sideline with our halftime special. They're going to bring you their analysis of the game so far and what they expect in the 2nd half. Stay right there. So yeah, I mean, if Marauders want any chance of staying in this game, I feel like they've gotta put some points up on the board here as the Cougars do get the ball at half. And defense is going to have to come alive eventually.
Yeah.
No stops, I believe, yet. So I think a delay game, maybe? I'm not on the kicking team?
It's not good when the most yards is on your receiving kick team. I mean, that just shows that your offense is struggling right now.
I've been told by our rules analysis, Quinn Hillrich, that it was another knee pad infraction, which is 5 yards added to the kickoff.
The refs are cracking down on these knee pads tonight.
I was wrong. Our rules analysis said that it was the knee pads that caused the delay game. As we got a little onside kick here, fielded though by Marauders. He's gonna break to the outside. Down to the 29-yard line.
Taken out by Jane Burnett there. But wow, the Mooney kickoff team has not been able to seem to stop the Marauders return team tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I love the onside kick call. I just feel like there's no need. You're up by 28. Go kick it off to them deep. Go kick it out of bounds for all I care. Give him the ball at the 40. But don't give him the ball at the 25-yard line now.
I don't know. Our defense tonight has been locked
Lights out.
down.
Yeah. That is true. Maybe hoping to get up by that 35, get the running clock early. He's got a handoff here. He's met at the line. Maybe fell forward for a yard.
Met at the line by Zachary Samuel, breaking through that offensive line. Just following the running back there and taking him down. I think they got a gain of 1. Good play by Zach.
.234 to play in this first half. Snap, fakes the handoff. Up the middle. He's pushing his way. Ball's out. He crossed the line. Touchdown, Marauders. Unbelievable run by Chase Barrett. Ball was ripped out, but he crossed the line. Marauders touchdown. That's exactly what you need if you're Marauders. Quick score, get some momentum. Although they did leave a lot of time for the Cougars.
Yeah, there's a run game. Yeah, there's a run game by Chase Barrett. I mean, Mooney might have been having to look out for that tonight, but it seems like he hasn't run much.
I just saw the replay. I think the ball was out. You guys will see it in a second after this PAT, as it is up and good. But take a look. Take a look at where the ball. Guess not. Anyways, oh, here it is. Look at Vontrez Yarn yanking at that. It looks like it comes out before that goal line.
Yeah, I believe the ball was out before that goal line. But hey, that's a tough call for the refs.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't have seen it. It was behind his body. So 2 plays, 25 yards for the Marauders, and they get a touchdown, make this game a little closer. And see, that's why I didn't understand the onside kick. You don't want to give them any momentum going into the second half. Now, I mean, you can go, you got plenty of time and 2 timeouts. Cougars should easily go down and score now. They have plenty of time, but still, you don't want to let them have any momentum on offense.
That's true, that's true. But if they score here, Mooney gets the ball at half. I think if they score here and gain momentum, I think they'll be able to come out hot and score at half and then go up even more.
100%, 100%. Kickoff, fair caught by Ryman Mosley at the 30. A very high kick. Trying to do just a little something, maybe get the ball back. But yeah, nice job by Ryman Mosley to fair catch that.
Maybe he was trying to use the wind there, a little pooch kick, get the ball up in the air. And have the ball move in the air, potentially a bobble maybe, but
yeah,
good
maybe knuckle up there.
Yeah, good catch by Ryman Mosley, fair catching it, allowing the Mooney offense to come out.
As Devin Minner is going to be back in the game. Not what I was expecting on a 2-minute drill, but maybe they're going to let him throw this deep. You got trips right. Handoff to Braylon Brown. Spins out of 1 tackle, but only gets a gain of 1. No 2-minute warning here in high school. So that's going to roll just under 2 minutes now. 2 timeouts for the Cougars, so they got plenty of time. Minner's going to roll out right. He's going to try to hit Jordan on the corner, overthrown, way out of bounds. Try to keep it away from the safety and corner.
I don't think he had a chance there.
No.
Mason looked like he was a couple yards when Devin let the ball go. It was gonna be a bang play if Mason was able to get that ball. But you never know. Mason's toe tap earlier could have done it again.
Yeah, Cougars 4 of 6 on third downs. Marauders able to stop him on that last one. Minery throws the corner, caught on the sideline. Seneca Hawthorne gets the first down for the Cougars, able to hold on to that ball.
Good route by Seneca there. Stemming inside, then bouncing back outside, creating space between the corner for that first down.
Yeah, just a little bit of a bench concept. You got the go, corner, and then a little flat underneath to hold the corner, so safety drops. And you just got to read that corner underneath. If he drops to the bench route, throw the flat. If he bites on the flat, you got the corner.
It's all around good offensive play there for the Mooney Cougars.
The first and 10 at the 43. Quick pass, overthrown. Tried a little screen pass there, though. It was blown up, though, early by Harold Clyde. Had to throw it over him. Second and 10 here. Minery, play action. He's gonna step up, looks downfield, finds Mason Jordan. He's hit hard, but holds on to it. First down, Cougars.
There's Mason Jordan. When the QB's scrambling, Mason finds the hole and was able to get his arms up, allowing Devin to see him. And overall for the first down.
Minery takes a snap. He wants Mason Jordan over the top. Overthrows it just a little bit.
I believe that's the third overthrown deep ball tonight. I mean, if they were able to make those plays, they could have been up 2 or more touchdowns. Those plays are going to become major ones when it comes to playoffs.
Better teams, yeah. But go back to that last play before. I loved how Devin Minery stepped up. Instead of running early, he kept his eyes downfield, find Mason Jordan. So really nice job by him.
Ryman Mosley in.
Minery's gonna roll out right. Nice block by Brown. Broken up, nice play there. Davion Belham able to break it up for Mason Jordan.
Yeah, good play by Davion Belham. Being able to stay with his feet, cutting back and breaking up that play.
Big third down here. Once again, I mean, Cougars go for it on fourth down, so you see them go speed option here again. Maybe a screen, a little bubble route to Jordan, but assuming try to get half here. It's gonna be a speed option. Minery's gonna take it, pitch it to Brown. Brown lowers his shoulder. He's hit hard though. I think he just came up short. It is gonna be a 4th and 1 here.
That's a great play by Devin. Him holding the ball as long as possible, drawing in the defense there, created a major hole on that outside for Braylon to get some yards so they could go for that 4th down there.
Yeah, Cougars gonna call a timeout, talk this through. 100% they'll go for this, but Cougars gonna come out for this 4th and 1. They got a big line package. They're gonna try to just drive it up the middle. Hand off to Brown. He's got the first down. Forward progress, I think, had him at first. I don't think, maybe they stopped him. I thought forward progress got him past the line, but no. Marauders are going to come up and make a huge stop.
Yeah. From our angle, it looked like Braylon was able to get that first down, but potentially he might have not been able to drive his feet and was just swarmed by the Marauder defense there. Good stop by them.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the forward progress got him to at least a little bit further than the yard line to gain. I guess not. He bounced it, went a little backwards, but Marauders gonna get the ball, and they have 2 timeouts. They have a chance to maybe go score now.
Yeah, 2 timeouts is gonna come in clutch for them here if they use them right.
Motion over to go 4 to the right. Snap high, takes the curl route, hitch route, but dropped by Pharaoh Tillman.
Yeah, there, I don't know if they had a play. Looked like KJ was coming down hard. Potentially, even if he caught it, KJ might have hit him at the right time to break up that play there.
Yeah, not the worst thing in the world. I mean, you would have only gotten 5-ish, but instead the clock's just gonna stop. Handoff here. Face mask, that's 100% a face mask. So not only is the clock gonna stop, they're gonna go and get 15 yards here. Yeah, that was one of the clearest face masks we've ever seen, at least from our angle. We saw that right easy.
Yeah, it looked like KJ tried to get the edge, but he slipped inside and face masked him there.
Yeah, Corey Sims bounces it a little bit, but then taken down with the face mask. So that's gonna put Marauders at midfield, 52 seconds, still 2 timeouts left. They've got a chance to go put some points on the board, make this a little closer game. Cougars might be sending a blitz here. They are. Pressure coming. Deep ball. Oh! It's caught on the sideline. Pharaoh Tillman makes up for the drop pass down at the 12-yard line. Unbelievable catch, Pharaoh Tillman over Ryman Mosley. I think you're gonna have a sideline warning here on the Marauders. That's not gonna be any yards, but just a sideline warning. Must have went too far. So refs are really cracking down on some smaller rules today.
I mean, what a pass from Chase there, staying calm in the pocket there with KJ coming off the edge. And then Pharaoh Tillman going up and getting that ball. I mean, if they score a touchdown here, it's a major turn of events for the Marauders.
Yeah, great play by the Marauders. Yeah, Barrett knows he's about to take a shot, but it still gets a dot downfield to Tillman. And they're gonna push him back actually to the 28-yard line. I don't, that's a 15-yard penalty. I don't know, unsportsmanlike it had to have been, but.
Yeah, I believe it was a sportsmanlike penalty because he caught that ball around the 10, potentially the 15. Now they're at the 30.
Yeah, his unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, he caught that at the 12, pushed back to the 20 or 13-ish, pushed back to the 28. But a good gain nonetheless. Takes a snap once again. He's gonna take another deep shot. Oh, and I think no flag. They're gonna say it's uncatchable. Burnett definitely tripped him, not intentionally.
Yeah, no, there. I believe he tried to turn around. I believe Luke tried to spin. Jane couldn't see him. I think he tripped up unintentionally. There was no pass interference there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he definitely tripped him, but they're gonna probably say it was uncatchable.
Good play by them, though. Why not take another deep ball after what happened last time?
Yeah, Barrett drops back. They're going to do it again. Up to Tillman. Great pass to make up. This time Mosley does not let it happen. He got up there.
Yeah, there's Mosley's athleticism on the jump ball.
Good defense there by the Cougars. Brings up 3rd and 10. They are 0 for 4 on 3rd downs. Now you got a 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. Gonna fall. Delay of game, I think.
Yeah, it looked like a delay of game.
Yeah, make it even harder now.
Penalties are a game changer. I mean, the Marauders had a, what was it, a 40 or 50-yard gain on that deep ball, and that penalty brought it back 15, and then another delay of game there. I mean, they went from being at the 10-yard line to being at the 35-yard line due to penalties.
Yeah, they have 5 penalties for 60 yards. Shout out not only our rules analyst, our statistician, Quinn Hilrich, once again, with those stats. So we'll have a 3rd and 15 when we come back. Third and 15 now. Marauders, I assume just maybe take 2 shots here. 27 seconds left. Barrett's gonna step up. Almost trip, makes one man miss, makes another man miss. Huge gain there. That's gonna bring down a 4th and 5-ish. Holding though.
Yeah, there's Chase's ability on the run game. Being shifty, not allowing himself to go down and gaining yards for that Marauders offense.
You got a flag though back at the 39-yard line. I'm assuming it's gonna be holding.
Looks like Chase Barrett is limping a little bit. Seems like he's fine though.
We'll see what the call is now. Yeah, it is holding. And that's gonna push him back even further. So after a 10-yard gain. Oh, offsetting, my bad. So replay the downside, it does negate the play. And just waste 10 seconds. Got to have some time, try to throw it deep here. 3rd and 15 once again. He's got time. Barrett's gonna throw it deep. He's got a man! Incomplete!
Yeah. Barrett was looking for Luke on that play on the little deep corner there. Overthrown. But he had him open.
Yeah.
If that ball was on the dime, it would have been a big play for the Marauders offense.
Yeah, not a bad ball. Just a little high. Luke Wilson definitely had to jump for it, but it hits him right in the hands. Gotta come up with that one. Would have put him down inside the 10, I believe.
I believe they're gonna go for another deep ball here.
Yeah, why not? Just go throw it deep here. Play this as just a Hail Mary, honestly. Try to buy some time and just throw it deep.
I think the only thing they're hoping for is not an interception, because I would assume like their athletes are down the field.
So the teams are going to come back out onto the field. 4th and 15 for the Marauders. Got to just try to throw in deep, buy some time. Bears going to try to chuck it down there for a miracle play. He's got time. Bears going to throw it over the middle. Intercepted by Yarn. He's got a chance to return this. Tracked though behind. And that's going to be the end of the half. Cougars.
Yeah, there's the interception. Big play by Montrez Yarn, not allowing that touchdown.
Yeah, so Cougars, they will get ball at half. And they're going to take a lead of 35-14 going into the half.
Yeah. Moody offense looked really good in the first half. I mean, Davin was able to utilize his receivers as best as he can with this win. And Keneal being able to push through the Marauders defense and overall just being him, I guess. And I mean, it shows that he was cramping up, but he's been a big impact, and our offensive line has been great tonight.
All right, we're going to send it down to Shannon Collins now for an interview with head coach Jared Clark.
The Cardinal Mooney football team. Coach, your offense and defense has fought really hard tonight. What are your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I'm really proud of our guys. I think offense played really well. I think we scored on every drive except for one. Defense comes up with a huge stop there at the end. We got to get our kickoff team right. But yeah, really proud of them.
What adjustments do you need to make going into the second half?
Yeah, we're going to do something a little bit different on kickoff. Other than that, offensively, same stuff. And defensively, just continue to put pressure on the quarterback and try to stop the run.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thanks for that interview by Shannon. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with the halftime special right here on the Cougar Network.
Welcome back, everyone, to the halftime show here on the Cougar Network. The score is 35-14. Mooney's up so far. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think Mooney came out hot, obviously. that kick return by CCC to begin the game was huge. They got down all the way almost into the red zone.
Yeah, first play of the game.
Yeah, definitely. So that's a huge momentum shift for them. But Mooney stopped them, made them turn it over on downs. And so for them to be able to stop them and get the ball back was huge at the end of the game. Obviously, put up a good amount of points. I was not sure about those last couple minutes of that first half. It was not the best for Mooney. Obviously, gave up a touchdown, but I still think great first half for Mooney.
I agree. I feel like I was very surprised how they got so far down for that kick return. We've been really great on that so far this year. But also, I don't know if everyone saw that, but that catch by Laurent out in the back corner, that was a great catch. I mean, just right on top of him.
Yeah, going back to the first play of the game, the defense ended up getting a crucial stop, which led to a touchdown pass from Davin to Laurent. And just throughout the game, the next kickoff was also returned back for a big gain. And just I haven't seen the Mooney special teams unit like that ever.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking, honestly, for me to begin the half like that, because I was not expecting a huge return. Like we were talking about, me and Kay were broadcasting last week. They have not let up anything on the kick return. So to begin the game like that was pretty downing for the Cougars. But they made a great recovery. Obviously, got that turnover on downs, and they put up their hefty amount of points like they usually do. Obviously, Keneal Jackson doing his thing. Davin, we got to see a little bit of Devin, which was great.
Yeah, so, that's good to see.
Yeah, it was a great first half for me. A little bit confusing on some of the decisions they made, but overall I thought it was a good half.
Yeah, I agree, but also with that, Keneal has had a ton of big runs. And it's always, like I said, because the O-line and the downfield blocking by Bo, Chemistry, Mason, Laurent, they're all doing a great job blocking.
Yeah, for CCC, surprisingly, I thought they ran the ball pretty well. Like, this Mooney D-line has been shut down against the run all year. I was shocked to see that CCC could move the ball down the field with the run game.
Yeah, CCC was definitely committed to the run in the first half. Not much on the passing. They had a few big plays, obviously, that moved them down, but I think the running was really the biggest part for them, because they chose that. They want to try to power through that D-line instead of trying to risk a sack with passing it. So not an awful first half for CCC either. They ran the ball pretty well. That D-line is incredible for Mooney. So the fact that they've been able to even get some positive yards off the run has been pretty impressive to me.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, there's not really that much to say. I kind of covered the whole thing, really.
Yeah, so another thing, I thought CCC defended the run a little bit well, aside from the 2 touchdowns when Mooney was entering the red zone, but like towards the middle of the field, I thought they weren't giving Keneal Jackson that much room to work with.
Yeah, and when you get in the red zone with Keneal Jackson, the odds are, especially within the 5, the odds are you're not going to stop him. Yeah. He's an unbelievable running back. But the fact that they've been able to make some stops at midfield and in Mooney territory is huge, because they prevented that huge run so far by Keneal that turned into a touchdown early. And so the fact that they've only held them to 35, I know it's a lot of points in the first half, but for this Cougars team this year, holding them to 35 and putting up 14 points is not that bad.
No.
I agree. I feel like we have one of the most elite offenses in the game right now. I mean, we have Chemistry, he can just high point the ball. He'll always bring it down. We have Laurent, one of the shiftiest players I've ever seen. Mason, fastest player, and of course Keneal, all of those really.
Yeah. And another thing we forgot to mention during the pregame show, it's CCC's homecoming. So
it is.
I mean, that's why it's so loud out here. And I want to give a shout out to Jake Armstrong. He had to leave early. He was supposed to be on the show today, but he chipped his tooth. Very shocking.
It was.
Very sad. Rest up, Jake. So going late in this first half, the CCC QB was running down to the goal line. Ref called him in. After seeing the replay, the ball was definitely out before the goal line.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I watched the replay. He visibly fumbled around the 2 or 3 yard line, and the fact that the refs had to take a second look at that was pretty surprising to me, because that was a huge touchdown. That put them into double digits, obviously. Got them to 13, PAT with 14, but that was... I usually see the referees look at something like that, especially a scoring play, so it's kind of shocking that they let that slide.
Yeah, I mean, because he was turned backwards towards the end zone, so the ball was definitely not in bounds. And then it rolls out of bounds, which that means it should have been a touchback, should have been Mooney ball, and it would have been a different score.
Yeah, it's also very surprising because one of the refs was right there.
Yeah.
So I'm not throwing shade, but I thought he should have made that call. And another thing is, late in the half, I'm just very surprised about how Mooney managed the game. They passed the ball 3 straight times, incomplete, which stopped the clock and allowed CCC to score. Also, as well, they went down, scored a touchdown, and they also did an onside kick to give CCC better field position.
Yeah, it was pretty confusing to me. Mooney's coaching this year has been incredible. Those 3 passes incomplete in a row kind of killed the time. Obviously, we got told us that it was 20 minutes from. It was a 20 minutes lasted for the last 2 minutes of the first half, which was insane. That's a very long 2 minutes, and just the way that they decided to go out their plays, and obviously it was just kind of shocking to me.
Yeah, especially they onside kicked it after that touchdown. I definitely did not see that coming. If I was them, I would just kick it deep, try to score them, maybe get the ball back and just run the clock out.
Yeah. So far, what do you guys think each team has done well, and what do you think each team is going to do in the next half?
Yeah, I think Mooney they just gotta be Mooney. I think that last 2 minutes they're trying to do too much. They just gotta be Mooney. They have 35 points up on the board. They get the ball at the half. They just gotta be Mooney. They gotta run the ball. They gotta take their shots to chemistry. I've not seen much of chemistry so far tonight. And their defense has got to be their defense. Like, their D-line is so incredible that if they just do their thing, they're going to get their sacks, they're going to get their stops. And on the flip side, for CCC, you can't be mad going into the locker room with 14 points, only down 3 touchdowns, which is a lot, obviously. But if you're CCC, just come out with a lot of energy, try to get a stop, and just get that ball back and just try to cut away at this lead.
Yeah, I agree. They've been good at stopping our run sometimes, but also our pass game hasn't really been going that well. I mean, we did have that pass to LaRon Foy, but our offense, compared to how we've been playing, it's not been that good. But also, CCC, downfield, they had a crazy catch on the sideline, which put them in great field position.
Yeah, I will say it's a little surprising to see LaRon on the offense side of the ball. He has 2 touchdowns so far, and he's been the main guy in the pass game for them. I didn't think I would see that this early on in the game.
Yeah, obviously I'm pretty happy with my touchdown score. He did the first touchdown of the game, but he has been targeted a lot, which is not a bad thing. But like I said, an important thing for Mooney is to spread the ball to its receivers. Not see much out of Mason Jordan, Bo Daniel, or Chemistry Young. So I would like to see them spread the ball a little bit more. Obviously get some fresh legs, but not a problem targeting LaRon Foy. That's not a bad guy to be targeting.
Yeah, there were a ton of overthrows in our end zone that I saw. I think there were about 3 and 2 Mason.
So yeah, two of them were to Mason. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like we just need to, if we complete those passes, it would be a completely different game right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 touchdowns missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll add another thing. I feel like a broken record at this point. This Mooney D-line is doing their thing once again. They're putting pressure on CCC quarterback, and they're in his head. They've been in his head all game.
Yeah, like we said, they don't even have to blitz to get to the quarterback. When you have that many guys at that high of a skill level, all rushing at the same time, there's always going to be pressure. Like, I saw every single play. I feel like I saw either Zachary Samuel, Elijah Golden, or Amani Armstrong just all up on the QB every single time. It makes it so hard to pass. That's why, like we said, there's only been a couple big plays for CCC in the passing, and that's why they've relied on the run. It has been awful for them, but they've completely taken that aspect out of their game.
Yes, I agree. I think it was on the second play of the game that I saw. We just got straight to the quarterback. I mean, it was almost less than a second. We were just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I was just going to say, shout out to the student section. We don't have much of that at Mooney, so it's great to hear some students coming out, obviously, for homecoming. So I would love to see some more Cardinal Mooney students come to our home game.
I agree with that. I don't really have anything else.
Yeah, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in for the halftime show. We're going to send it up to our commentators, Joe Antonucci and Wyatt Hasselhoff. Thank you.
Jack plans on studying business next year at either Florida State University, LSU, or Ole Miss. Give it up for him.
back. Thank you for that halftime analysis by Logan, Cade, and Emmett. Unfortunately, Jake couldn't be there. Like they said, he chipped a tooth earlier. He got a new one, though. It's back. It's already growing back. Looks even better than before. Can't even tell. So shout out Jake Armstrong. Hope you're feeling better. See you Monday. And we are back. Cougars have a 35-14 lead. We saw a lot of offense from them. Marauders finally cracked down late. What can we expect out of this second half?
Yeah, I mean, the Mooney offense right now is 18 first downs for 309 yards, while the Marauders offense has 6 first downs for 85 yards. So if the Mooney offense can keep that up, I mean, they're on pace for, I mean, they could go for 500 yards tonight of offense and potentially 25 first downs. And this defense is cracking down on the Marauders offense. But I don't know. The Marauders offense might be seen to finding the deep ball and potentially the offense coming back. But I think the defense has a chance to keep them under potentially 100 yards tonight.
As we have a kickoff line drive, it bounces at the 15. And it's finally going to roll into the end zone. I know for sure Laurent got a little nervous there. Started rolling sideways, which is not something you want to see, but finally rolls into the end zone.
Yeah, no. That would have been definitely a panic situation if Laurent had to pick that up because the Marauders kickoff team was swarming him. Maybe he was able to find some yards out of that, but probably not. Good that the ball went into the end zone.
We'll see Davin Davidson lead his offense onto the field. Have yet to see Keneal Jackson back in the game, though. Still on the sideline over there, so Braylon Brown's at running back. He's going to motion out wide to go 5 wide now. Jordan also motions. Little jailbreak screen. Chemistry. He's got some speed. He could go all the way. One man to beat. Mosley on the block. Tripped up at the 10-yard line. Chemistry Young comes out on the first play with a huge gain.
Yeah, there's that little slip screen for the Mooney offense. I mean, Mason motioning in, then motioning back out, acting like he might be going out for a wheel route, and then Kemp coming underneath him for that catch and turning it up to the middle of the field. That offensive line being able to block the linebackers and getting to the safety allowed him for that big gain.
Cougars back at it. Pump fake from Davidson. Over the middle to Chemistry Young. Touchdown Cougars. They strike quick.
I mean, that is 2 plays for what? Near 100 yards? I mean, that's put them near 385 to 400 yards. Like I said, they might be going for 500 yards of offense this game. I mean, that was pretty quick. That momentum for them was major for them.
Yeah, we saw this Marauders defense start to make some progress last half, had a big stop at the end of the half, but the Cougars in 2 plays, a little screen pass to Chemistry, he takes it the distance, and then a dig route over the middle to him. 42-14 Cougars. Let's look at the blocks though from the linemen here on the little jailbreak screen. You see all the attention's on Mason Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, you also see Ethan Salata and Nash there letting their guys go and then getting the corner and linebackers, setting an edge for Kem, able to turn it upfield.
Yeah, unfortunately, he tripped on his own feet. I know you saw Wilson there in pursuit, but he ultimately tripped on his own feet, and then there he just loses his man, Harold Clyde. But yeah, Chemistry Young, whole drive was about him. Cougars 42-14.
Yeah, also a good play by Davin there, sitting in the pocket, able to find Kem up the middle, because I know he was trying to look for either Bo, and I believe that was potentially RJ on that side too. Not 100% sure, but good on him being able to sit back in that pocket, find his guys, and find Kem on the sit route.
Oh, a little fair catch, and yeah, that's gonna be a flag. It's a little very high kick. Fair caught at the 41, but coming blown up. I'm not sure if Brock Morton just didn't see the fair catch or what, but he tries to blow his man up. And that's going to put the Marauders in the Cougar territory. So another special teams play that gives the Marauders great field position.
Yeah, the Marauders starting on Mooney's 44-yard line. I mean, this is great field position for the Marauders. Hopefully they can capitalize. Maybe they can capitalize on it, not 100% sure. The Mooney defense has been outstanding tonight, being able to stop the run and the pass game, allowing only 85 yards of offense.
Press coverage down here on Malik Newton. He's going to motion out, go quads right. Screen, little bubble to him. Tries to get some room. We got multiple flags. It's probably going to be holding, bring it back a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like it was holding on the wide receiver on, I believe it was McCaden trying to set the edge, but he couldn't because he was hugged. But I believe it's going to be holding by the Marauders, bring him back a couple, 10 yards.
So yeah, that'll go bring him back. Jeez. Going back a millennium. Okay, they went a little further back than they should have. So that'll be 1st and 20. Barrett out of the shotgun. Cougars bringing Travion Lesser on the blitz. Pass quick. Caught. Gets a gain of 5.
Yeah, I believe Chase saw that blitz by Travion Lester and was like, I'm going to get this out early. Was able to find his guy for a little hitch route. Able to get like 8 yards there.
Second and 14 now. Barrett hands it off. Cougars swarm. Travion Lesser in the backfield. We got a little pushing and shoving. That's going to be a couple flags. And yeah, more flags flying now. I don't know who started it, but multiple flags, personal fouls, unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I mean, we had Travion Lester come out on the outside in that C gap, and then KJ Brown fill in that A gap. The Marauders offensive line couldn't do anything about it. Good play by Travion and that sack.
So multiple unsportsmanlike. That's gonna just offset, and I think they said replay second down. So yeah, another 2nd and 15, I believe, should be. Although the line marker has it at 3rd, but the ref said replay second. So we'll see here. Snap taken. Barrett's gonna fire deep. Oh, almost picked off. Vontrez Yarn on the pass breakup. Laurent Dews ran right into him. No way he could have known he was there. They were both going for the pick. So a good pass breakup nonetheless. And I guess that was 3rd down. So that's going to take us to another Marauders punt.
Yeah, good play by Vontrez Yarn coming over and helping LeBron, being able to break up that pass, almost an interception, and stopping the Marauders offense, setting up a potential punt block here. It's happened already in the game. Why not happen again?
Yeah, it looks like they're going SWAT. And almost blocked. Good punt, though. And Laurent's going to take it at the 20 for a fair catch. Nice punt there.
Good punt. Good punt. Good fair catch by Laurent. It's been windy up there. So playing that ball, it's going to be tough, but good catch by Laurent.
So I believe one more score from the Cougars might put it into a running clock. I don't know if it has to be over 35 or 35. But Davidson gonna fake the handoff. Mason Jordan makes a man miss! Down the sideline, finally tackled at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, there's shifty Mason Jordan using his track speed, being able to make one man miss. And if he can find open field, there's no stopping him.
Yeah, just a simple little screen pass to him. Fakes the handoff first to Brown. And you got a couple blockers, and Mason makes a miss. Cougars break. They on chemistry here. Overthrown.
It's the fourth overthrown deep ball tonight. Hopefully they can connect on one tonight. It'd be fun to see. They really need to work on that because later in the season, those are going to be crucial when there's going to be time crunch.
Yeah, they love those deep balls. They were able to connect a lot of them against Bishop Verot. Connected a couple tonight. But I was just saying, the Cougars broke 400 yards already. 10 minutes to go in this third quarter. So once again, we got trips right here. Handoff to Brown. And he is tackled for a gain of only 3. Bring up another third down for the Cougars.
Braylon Brown being able to come in behind Keneal and being able to play running back and push through tackles has been a major role for the Cougar offense. And it's just been a major factor for them tonight.
Jordan once again in motion. Pass once again to Bo Daniels. Oh, beautiful tackle. I thought he was gone. Similar play we saw earlier to chemistry. Yeah, Mason Jordan in the little motion.
Yeah, it looked like the corner slipped through maybe one of our offensive linemen there. But it was a beautiful play. Bo was a step away from breaking free for a touchdown.
Yeah, instead of chemistry this time, you go to Bo Daniels. You'll switch it a little bit. But a good game for the Cougars, another first down. Davidson hands off to Brown. Brown falls forward. Looked like he got tripped up only about 2 yards into the run, but falls forward for 9. Really nice run by Braylon Brown there. Make it 2nd and 1.
Yeah, good on Braylon Brown being able to keep his feet, gaining yards for the offense, setting up for a close first down here.
Yeah, 2nd and a long one. But another handoff to Brown. That's going to be close. I think he got it, but we'll see where they spot it. No, they're going to spot him way short, honestly. I thought he was closer to the 35 than the 36. But they're going to spot it right at the 36-yard line. So 3rd and 1. We get a penalty. Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct on the Cougars. That is costly mistake. I mean, so instead of a 3rd and 1, you're going to have a 3rd and 16, I believe, now. Something that just can't happen when you're playing a bigger game and a playoff game or something like that. You can't afford those unsportsmanlikes.
Yeah, it looks like Clark is not happy.
Yeah, way to point that out. I just looked across too, and he's, yeah.
Looks like he's fuming over there on the sideline.
Now he's just standing at the end, and you can see, yeah, he's not happy. Way to point that out. So 3rd and 16 now. Davidson over the middle, just a little high, right through the hands, though, of Seneca Hawthorne. So that'll bring up 3rd and 16. We might see our first punt from the Cougars in a while. I think we are. This is cool to see for the Cougars. They do not punt. They usually go for it, even if it's a 4th and 10-ish. But we're going to get to see Liam Bowers punt.
Yeah, very rare occasion where you see Mooney punt. We're a very heavy go-for-it offense.
I honestly cannot remember the last time we punted. We did not punt against Verot. We did not punt against Berkeley. So this is cool to see, I guess. delay a game, and yeah. What do you expect, though, when you haven't punted in 3 weeks? 4, because we had a bye week. So when you haven't punted in a long time, it's bound to happen. I'm not sure CCC has much film on a punt because how little the Cougars actually punt. Love to go for it on 4th downs. We'll get to see a punt here, though, from the 44. Good punt. Caught at the 25. And nice tackle there by man, they call him, Cannell Jackson.
Yeah, good play by Cannell Jackson there. Slipping through all those blockers that drop back and just making that tackle there, not letting him slip through and get many yards. Yeah, penalties tonight have been major for both teams.
Was I on?
No, but the penalties tonight have been major for both teams.
Roll out right here. Left, I should say, dumps it off to the running back. He's stiff-arming his way. Pushed out of bounds at the 44. Really nice pass and catch there.
Good play by Chase to Corey there.
Corey Sims, yeah.
Barrett saw his wide receiver covered. Corey slipped through the defense there. I was able to get a big gain for them.
Yeah, another nice 1st down. Marauders hanging in. Still trying to make a miracle happen. But Cougars bringing pressure. Handoff, and he is stuffed immediately. Almost, I thought that Travion Lesser might have caught the face mask there at the end. Must have just been the front of the jersey, though.
Yeah, that was a good play by the defensive line. Not allowing any holes in the offense. And then linebackers filling gaps there. So running back had no chance of finding any space to get a play out of that.
Second and 12 here. Little screen, but blown up by Jaden Burnett if the throw was there. He had to throw it high. He had pressure all in his face.
Yeah, it was a good read by Jaden Burnett there. He saw the screen, slipped through the 2 blockers, and was not allowing that guy to catch that ball there.
So a 3rd and 12. And is this a situation you go and get 4 or 5 here where we see a 4th down go for?
Potentially. I mean, I feel like you have to at this point.
You're down 28. Halfway through the 2nd or 3rd.
I mean, you have to go for every 4th down.
Yeah. Handoff. He's got a little room. He'll get a gain of 4. Bring it up a 4th and 9 now.
I keep watching this Mooney defense. I personally just see kids setting the edge, not allowing the running back to get to the outside and allowing the rest of the defense to swarm in on the inside, which has been major for this Mooney defense on working this year. And it's going to be a big factor during the later games.
Yeah, if you want to go make a play here, you got to have time. Wouldn't be surprised if they blocked Tavarion Wilson.
Or Corey.
Cougars delayed blitz. Barrett's got to break a sack. He does. Throw it downfield. He's got a man. Just overthrown.
Looks like there was a holding on the play, though.
I'm not sure exactly what the call is. It might have been holding. Although Amani Armstrong does look a little angry, but I think it was just a holding. Maybe he thought there was a missed call. We'll see here in a second. Yeah, holding it was. Cougars going to decline that. And they'll get the ball in Marauders territory.
Yeah, good play calling by the Mooney defense coordinator there. Dropping people back, not allowing that deep ball, not allowing that run game either. And good on that defensive line, just playing until that whistle. Drawing that hold. I mean, even if they got the first down, the play would have been called back. So good on that defensive line.
Davidson takes it. Quick pass to Jordan. Jordan is blown up, though. Nice play by J.J. Chavello for a loss of 2 for the Cougars.
Yeah, Jordan didn't have much space there. Really didn't have anywhere to go. Seems like, I don't know, the blocking just wasn't there on that play.
Yeah, blown up immediately. So we'll have a 2nd and 12 now. Cougars tight. Davidson blocked at the line once again by Peyton Sims this time. And when it's happened multiple times, you gotta start thinking, maybe you gotta get the ball up a little higher. That's 3rd or 4th block ball we've seen by the D line. So you gotta start getting that ball up a little more if you're Davin Davidson.
Yeah, I mean, he's also 6'5". So his height could also help him get that ball up rather than it getting batted down. But yeah, that's a couple times where they could have gotten that first down or could have gotten at least some yards to get that first down back. But he's throwing it too low. But Moody offense has been great on getting at least 75 to 50% back on 3rd downs. I believe that's their goal every 3rd down. And if they do so, it sets them up for, obviously they're gonna go for the 4th down, so it sets them up for the 4th down.
3rd and 12 for the Cougars. Trips left. Jordan, O'Daniels, and Young out there. Davidson looks their way. He's gonna roll out. Throw across the field. Broken up. We got a flag on the play. Most likely holding. But a really, once again, a nice stop by the Marauders defense.
Yeah, good play by the Marauders defense, not allowing anybody to beat them deep and causing Davin to roll out, scramble, panic. And the offensive line, when that happens, it's tough for them to try to stay on their guy because they have no idea where Davin is.
And we'll get to see back-to-back punts for the Cougars for the first time. And I don't know if this is going to be a pooch punt.
It looks like it.
But that is the backup quarterback, Devin Minery. So we'll see. Either it's a pooch punt or could be a fake.
I heard he's pretty good at punting too.
We'll see here. So will it be back-to-back punts for the Cougars for the first time in a long time? It's a fake. Minery takes it. He's got the first down, I think so. He does. And you gotta think, if you're CCC, you know that's the backup quarterback. Why not run safe man? Why? I mean, I'm not understanding why.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I've heard by the team that Devin can pooch the ball, punt the ball pretty well. And I bet you CCC heard that, but I don't know why. He can run the ball, and he's a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
You throw it too. I don't know why you don't call timeout and put your defense back on the field. Doesn't make sense to me. But what a play by the Mooney special teams there, setting up a first down for the Mooney offense.
Davidson hands it off to Brown, and he is tackled immediately, no gain. But yeah, back to the last play, I just don't get that. You know you have a backup quarterback. You've seen him already in this game multiple times. He's had multiple long drives. Instead, it looked like they were just running a regular punt, possibly even a swap punt. Second and 10 now. Could look for Ryan Mosley possibly here. Now it's just a handoff to Brown.
Good play for him to bounce it out to the outside.
Yeah, we'll get a gain of 5 there.
Hopefully Mooney can finally capitalize on a 3rd down. The last two 3rd downs they weren't able to. But I don't know. They have near 430 yards of offense tonight, maybe 450. I mean, they've been rolling.
3rd and 5 now. Pass to Mosley, quick. He's got to make a man miss. Really nice tackle there on the outside by Tavarion Wilson. Might have even, yeah, made him lose a yard, so that'll bring up 4th and 6 now. I think Minnery's back in the game as a fullback. This is something I've wanted to see. They're putting Devin Minnery in at running back, keeping David Davidson. I've wanted to see this happen because Devin Minnery's running skill is unbelievable.
To be honest, it's a smart move.
Perfect time to try it too. It's gonna speed option. Minnery's gonna take it. And he's pushing forward. I don't think he got it. Came up just short. So Marauders make a stop. But I do like that. You're working on something new. We all know that Devin Minnery can run the heck out of the ball. So why not go in a game like this, go try and put him at running back. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Cougar Network and watching tonight's broadcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media at cmhs.cougarnetwork and visit us on the web at cmhscougarnetwork.live.
Here comes Mooney defense.
Barrett.
Looked like a blitz there by Travion Lester.
Late flag. It's going to be on sportsmanlike on someone. I'm not sure who. Might be on Mooney. Laron looks a little heated. So yeah, it's going to be unsportsmanlike on the Cougars. It's going to be unsportsmanlike on the Cougars, and so offsetting unsportsmanlike, but offsides from the Cougars. So it'll be a 1st and 5. So crazy little.
I know these penalties have been insane tonight by both teams. Both teams near what, 100 yards of penalties?
Yeah. Barrett's gonna make one man miss. He can run a little bit, breaks to the outside, runs out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, there's Barrett's run game coming into play there. I don't know, he hasn't used it much tonight. I don't know why he hasn't. The pass game hasn't seemed to have been working against our corners and our safeties. But him being able to do both, I mean, I believe he should have used it more. He's quick on his feet, he's shifty, and he's a big boy. So he can run through people when he wants to.
That run puts the Marauders into 100 yards total on the game. Barrett's gonna, oh, it's a double pass! A little overthrown. I like the call there. A little jet sweep. Or end around to a pass.
Yeah, I mean, Corey had the distance there. Wide receiver had our guy beat. Just maybe a little bit late on his footing. Couldn't get there in time.
Barrett takes a snap. He's got pressure in his face. Throws it. Curl route caught for a gain of 5. Ryman Mosley on the tackle. Not letting any extra yardage.
Ryman almost had the break up there, maybe a second late, but he was right there when he caught it. Could have potentially broken it up, but good catch by the Marauder wide receiver there.
We'll bring up a 3rd and 4. So 4-down territory, 100%, obviously. But probably try to get a couple here and see what you can do. As it's a buzz, he's gonna take it. I think he's a yard or two short. Barrett tries to keep it. Yeah, he's gonna be a yard short. So 4th and 1 here. Wouldn't be surprised to go back to the same thing again. But I would say keep it in Barrett's hands. He's been your playmaker tonight. Keep it with him.
Yeah, I agree too. Looks like our defensive line can't stop that pull right now. I mean, even though they haven't really scored much, Barrett's been utilizing that run-pass option, and that run portion has been working for him. I mean, it looked like that potentially could have been where the running back went in his 3-point stance, and the quarterback under center there. The timeout.
Fourth and 1 here. Barrett rolls out. He can run for it. He's got the first down. Chase Barrett, beautiful play. Gets down to the 41.
Yeah, that's a smart play by the Marauder offense there. I mean, it gave Barrett 2 options. If a guy was open, he was gonna throw it, but if he wasn't, he had enough space to run it and run through some people because of his size there. Good play by them.
Barrett hands it off. Sims up the middle for a gain of 4.
That's the second time tonight we've seen Sims in a 3-point stance back there.
Barrett hands it off to Sims once again. Flag. Call holding on big number 78 there. John Davis.
Yeah, that was a clear flag. Bryce was trying to turn around and he couldn't at all. Maybe one of the most clear holds of the night.
Yeah. So I'll push him back to a 2nd and 16-ish, 17-ish. Five wide here for the Marauders. Barrett scans defense, brings Sims back up. Low snap. Barrett is almost sacked by Golden. Somehow gets it away. That's caught for a gain of 4. I don't know how he was not taken down there.
Yeah, good play by Barrett there, keeping his feet and just getting rid of it to a guy you can see that's open. Good on that wide receiver staying there and overall securing that catch for a gain of 4.
They gotta run one more play. I'm not sure what they're doing, unless they're calling a timeout, but I think they have to call a play. I don't know. Maybe the play clock's wrong. It must be. Because that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Cougars 42, Marauders 14.
Yeah, good third quarter by both teams there. Mainly more about the Cougars. But the Marauder defense did only allow, a touchdown there? Only allow a touchdown there. But also, the Marauder offense couldn't move the ball that quarter there. Once again, the Mooney defense showing how good they truly are. And filling in gaps, not allowing that run game, even though Barrett is able to run. So yeah. Also, the flags tonight have been major for both teams. Once again, like I said, I mean, the Marauders had multiple chances to gain momentum, but the flags have just ruined that for them. And there are times where the Mooney offense has been able to capitalize on those flags there. I think that's a difference maker in the game tonight. But overall, Mooney offense, Mooney defense has been clicking tonight.
Third and 14 here from the Marauders. Barrett feels the pressure, somehow escapes. He's running for it. He's got the first down. Chase Barrett somehow escapes all four Cougars and steps up and finds his way for a Marauders first down. Unbelievable play by Chase Barrett. Look at that, breaks multiple sacks. 5 Cougars on him. Nice block there, though.
Yeah, I don't know why it took the Marauders this long to figure out that Barrett's been able to run. If they utilize it more in the first half, it could have been potentially a different game. But they decided to, I think, throw it more and use the running back more. But it seems this half, Barrett's been able to run all over the field.
As there he goes again, down to the 10-yard line. And that's going to be a flag on Jaden Burnett back here at the 26-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So that'll put the Marauders even closer. And Logan's score prediction of 49-14 looks in jeopardy unless the Cougars can make a stop.
Right now, it looks like Barrett is tired.
Yeah.
I mean, he has been carrying this offense, running the ball, throwing the ball. I mean, he's done everything to try to keep this offense together. But he looks like he's exhausted right now.
First and goal from the 5. Barrett hands off to Sims, pushing his way forward. Down to the 3. Marauders actually just had their first third down conversion on that crazy Barrett run. What a way to get it. So we're gonna have a second and goal from the 3 now.
I don't know. Mooney's defense could potentially stop him here if they stick to keeping the running back running. But I think if Barrett pulls the ball here, I think it's gonna be an easy score.
He does, he keeps it. Spins down to the 2. Just a little inside the 2. So to bring up third down. Yeah, and you can clearly tell Barrett's tired. He's been putting the team on his back this quarter.
Here comes the Marauders, I believe potentially the big personnel. I mean, they are a little bit inside the 2. They really need this. But I don't know.
Yeah, we saw, I believe,
2 yards this tired, this late in the game is a lot longer than you think. Oh, and an I formation.
Dwayne Pouncey Jr. comes into the game. Just a handoff up the middle. He's in. Touchdown, Marauders.
I mean, what a play. I mean, if you could see it, give your big guy the ball allow them to push through the offense or through the defense and the offensive line there to get a score. But good on the Marauders' offensive line and getting some push on the defensive line, giving them a touchdown.
You know, all of a sudden, I mean, this is a 3-score game. Marauders have held the Cougars to only 7 points this half. So, I mean, there's still a chance for them as the PAT goes up and good. But let's just watch this O-line push. See big Dwayne Pouncey Jr. up there, too. DeCarries Williams, though, gets in.
Yeah, DeCarries Williams gets that ball and just uses his strength to push in. But yeah, that scoring drive there was 75 total yards, 11 plays, and 5 minutes and 52 seconds there.
Yeah, really nice drive. Just a long, sustained drive. Get your first third-down conversion. Actually, that's 2 first third-down conversions. Now you got the touchdown on the third. So 2 third-down conversions on that drive. 2 for 9 now. And we might see, I'd assume, an onside kick here of some sorts.
Yeah, it looks like their hands team's out there right now. It's pretty much all your wide receivers and then your rest of your guys there. But it looks like their kicker's setting up for an onside kick.
Yeah, and they
to the
somehow go and get this. That
right side.
Yeah, you got 2 of your best possession catchers, Ryan Mosley and Mason Jordan. Kick is up. It's a good one. Marauders have it.
Right through the legs, I believe. Dax Wiggins. I mean, I feel like he should have let that go, in my opinion. It was coming in hot for being that close. And the guy behind him, I believe it was Vontrez Yarn. I think Vontrez Yarn had a better chance of receiving that ball. But
I don't know, that's tough. That was
tough.
That's a really nice onside kick. One of the better ones you've seen. High school, you do not see onside kicks like that. That was a perfect one. And just like that, Marauders are right back in this game. Gotta have some faith. Barrett under center. Cougars look a little disheveled. Going backwards now. Bryce Fulda makes a big tackle, 10-yard loss.
What a play by Bryce, not biting on the quarterback, keeping that ball and trying to fake it, and staying with the reverse there for a big sack there and loss of yards.
Yeah, Malik Newton tried to make something happen.
I mean, Bryce has been a big return for the Mooney defense. I mean, he's been one of the captains for a long time, and him being back sets a tone for what they should be and what their goal is going to be.
Marauders, 2nd and 20, or 19. Barrett, slip screen, overthrown. Had to get that out quick, and Barrett's down. He has been beat up today, putting his heart on the line for the team, running through guys, making plays happen.
Keeps getting back up, though. Shows you how much heart he has. But he is tired. I believe I don't know if he's coming off for this play. No.
Just getting the play call. They've done that all night tonight.
To try to give him some break.
So 3rd and 19. You got to try to get half here and go for it on 4th down and get lucky. Barrett's going to throw it. It might be intercepted by LeRon Dews. They're going to say he was out of bounds.
Ooh. I mean, that's great defense by LeRon. Able to turn his head around and potentially keep his feet in for that interception. I don't know. It was a tough call from here. Obviously, the refs have a better angle, but good defense and good footwork by LeRon there.
Yeah, I don't hate the play call. I like the play call. Nice comeback route. That was a good ball by Barrett. but Dews practically ran the route with him, so nothing he could do there. As we're gonna have a 4th and 19, this is pretty much the game here. Barrett's gotta have time. He's gonna throw it up. Intercepted, Jaden Burnett. And he's returning it. Oh, he's still on his feet. Hit hard though at the 45, but Jaden Burnett all but ices this game for the Cougars.
I mean, what a play. Him backpedaling, him able to jump and go up and get that ball, and being able to like slip some tackles and get some yards for the offense. That, I think that sealed the game for the Cougars there. If they go down and score, it's pretty much game over. But good play. Yeah, good play by Jaden Burnett there. And then you have Von Trejarn, RJ, and LaRon leading him in blocking there, allowing him to get some yards out of that. I mean, that's what you should do as a team. I mean, once one guy intercepts it, turn around and find the closest guy, create some holes, and allow your guy to get some yards for your offense. Good play for him.
He's able to get up there. That's good for the Marauders. Here at the Cougar Network, we're super excited to be offering sponsorship opportunities for you and your local business. Visit us on the web at cmhscougernetwork.live to check out all the opportunities for football, volleyball, and our other programming. All proceeds from your sportsman sponsorship goes directly to the Cougar Network to help us keep producing content like tonight's game, and every bit helps. As the Cougars are gonna get the ball back, they'll try to just run out this clock. Devin Minery's in the game now. Jet sweep to Chemistry Young. He's dancing around. Gain of 12 for him.
Oh, Braylon hurt. Here comes Devin. Oh, putting Devin at running back here.
Cougars have hit 450 yards, so if they do go down and score, that'll hit them perfectly at 500.
I believe they also have 23 first downs on the night, too.
Yeah, which is unbelievable.
And that was another one there.
Devin Minery powering through.
I mean, he's fun to watch run. He takes all his anger and just runs as hard as possible as he can. Doesn't allow anyone to take him down. And if you're in front of him, good luck.
25th first down for the Cougars. Absolutely unbelievable. Great performance from their offense tonight. Although they've stalled out a little bit in the second half, still a great job by them. Just chewing clock now. Davidson hands off to Minery. Minery powers forward, somehow stays on his feet. Eventually tackled for a gain of 5, though.
That's a good play. Pulled both, I believe, no, pulled the tight end and the left guard, left tackle to the opposite side.
I wish there was an option like in Madden or CFB where you could press chew clock and it automatically chews the clock for you, so you don't have to wait the full 40 seconds.
Yeah, that'd be great. But it's clock management at this point.
Yeah, Davidson once again hands it off to Minnery. Minnery's got a hole. Tackle though for a gain of 6, another first down though.
Is that 24 or 25? I believe 24, right?
26 now.
26
now?
I was off. 26 first downs on the night. They are 21 yards away from 500 yards of offense tonight. And that, I mean, it seems like it's pretty even between rushing and throwing tonight. I would say it's near 200 yards of throwing, or 2 yards of passing, and maybe like 250 at now, 255 of rushing.
Jordan's gonna keep it. He's got speed. Makes a man miss. Inside the 10.
Yeah, there's that sweep play. If Mason finds, if Mason finds that open gap, he'll run. But I believe there was a holding there.
Yeah, flag back at the 20. So holding on the Cougars, that's going to negate that play. So push them. It's going to be 1st and 15, official timeout.
We got first down, Cougars.
First and 15 for the Cougars now. Davison, just a simple hitch route to Bo Daniel for gain of 5, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I believe Callahan and Clark told every single player on the offense, no matter what, get tackled inside of bounds, because the clock stops outside of bounds. But like, I think their goal is to chew as much clock as possible, and in doing so, you have to stay in bounds.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, you're up 21, under 6 minutes. You just want to get this game over with, get no one injured. For both teams want to do that. Now, if it's a 14-point game, it's definitely a little different, but we'll see another handoff from Minner, and you can see the way he catches the handoff.
Yeah, the way he catches the handoff's like him catching a snap from the center. You can see him creating it a little bit, putting his hands under the ball. But he's such a powerful runner.
O'Daniel's in motion. Jet sweep to him. He's got some room. O'Daniels gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Yeah, that is a great jet sweep. Good blocking by Devin. Mason looks like chemistry out there too, and LaRon. I mean, them being able to talk and decide which one they want to block, which corners to block, which defensive players to block, truly allowed that offense of play to happen there.
Yeah, and that's going to put the Cougars at 500 yards on the game. Great performance. We were one less touchdown away from the Marauders from a perfect score guess by Logan Patel, one of our halftime show analysts. 4:35 remaining. Cougars 49.
Oh, I was wrong. Ryan Wayner was out there too.
Ooh. Got hit hard at the end.
Good blocking out there on the edge. I mean, that play drive was 62 yards of total offense, 6 total plays, and 4 minutes and 11 seconds. So they were able to chew off a lot of clock there. I mean, I believe the game's over, but their goal was to chew off clock there. And I think they also had another goal of scoring there. But good drive by the Mooney offense in order to seal the game there.
Liam Bowers off to kick. High kick. Caught inside the 10. Tackled right at the 25.
I believe that was Corey Sims trying to break free. Couldn't though. Looks like, I don't know, looks like our backup defense is in the game right now, allowing other kids to play.
Yeah, you got multiple different, Still got a couple starters in there, McCain Brown, Jaden Burnett, Vontrez Yarn.
Always need some of those to show leadership and
Travion Lester,
to get the plays working.
But yeah, don't want to, I mean, you're up 28 now. Don't want to get any injuries. They're just going to see a handoff here, though. Burst of speed by Wilson. And tackled by Vontrez Yarn, though.
Yeah.
Not after a gain of 12, though.
Vontrez Yarn is a hard hitter. Him at that safety position has been a crucial role for the Cougar defense. Big pickup from Palmetto. But he's been a great player, and he's also a good person.
First and 10 for the Marauders. Cougars bringing pressure. Another handoff to Wilson. Wilson, another nice gain. This time of 9.
Caden Vontrez Yarn there on the tackle.
Cougars bringing pressure once again. Barrett, quick throw. Pushed out of bounds for a gain of 4.
Rouge's defense has been outstanding tonight, only allowing, near 200 yards of offense?
Yeah.
And the last 40 yards of offense was their second defense.
There's go Wilson, though, for another nice gain of 10.
But yeah, the Mooney defense has been outstanding tonight. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's very windy still.
Barrett with the jet sweep. Ooh, hit hard. They're calling it a personal foul, late hit. I don't know. I mean, definitely near out of bounds.
I also don't know how good it is standing over a person, but
yeah,
big hit by McCain Brown there. Once again, the penalties, though. I think, what is that, 9 penalties for 100
Gotta be
yards? Yeah, 9 penalties for 105 yards for the Cougars tonight. Not good. And at what, 4 or 5 personal fouls?
Yeah.
They're going to have to work on that.
Yeah, when you're playing these bigger, better teams, when you get to the playoffs, you cannot have penalties like that, especially these personal fouls or unsportsmanlikes. That you can't have those costly mental mistakes in games like those. Those are really going to cost you. Marauders get to over 200 yards now after that run. 2nd and 1 here. Minute 40 to play. Barrett's going to keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Marauders.
Yeah, there's that run by Barrett. I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I don't know why they didn't try earlier in the game. It seemed like they tried, like they went in the locker room, was like, I don't know, let's try the run game with Barrett. But like, I feel like it would have been a different game if they tried it earlier, because they seem to move the ball a lot with that.
Ooh, I don't know if that is Barrett down on the field, but we do have an injured player, so we'll take a little break.
I mean, Barrett's been so good tonight for the Marauders.
Number 13, Jake Barrett.
As Barrett's able to make his way off the field, that'd be a costly injury, especially for next week, as tonight he's proven in this great Cougars defense, he's been able to run pretty well on them.
Yeah, I mean, he's carried that offense. He's such an athletic kid. I mean, him with his speed, his throwing ability, and knowing his body, where he's able to run people over when he wants to, is going to be crucial if he's hurt for that CCC offense. Yeah, there's them getting in the outside. Good blocks by their wide receivers there. And giving Barrett the touchdown. But it looks like right now, Mooney's gonna get into victory formation. I think that's their goal. Maybe they had to get a couple first downs. One, actually, but I think they're gonna go to victory formation. Here comes the hands team out again. Hopefully they can recover it this time and get into victory formation. But
already seen one.
Yes, already seen one. You never know, it might happen again. They're probably going to target the same. They're probably going to target the same dude again. See if he makes another mistake.
Here it is.
Yep,
same guy. And this time, Dax Wiggin makes up for it and comes up with it. He took a hard hit, but able to hold on to it.
Yeah, way to get up there. Get that big hop rather than let it get deep and take the small hop. So, and take that big hit and still hold on the ball. Good makeup from Dax Wiggin there.
Yeah, once again, I mean, that's a really nice kick for onside kicks, but good job by Dax Wiggins. I mean, that's another great onside kick, though.
Yeah, it looks like victory formation for the Cougars.
Yeah, Davin Davison's going to get into victory formation, get to kneel this. It'll take, what, 2 more?
Yeah, 2 more.
2 more kneels.
I always think it's funny when you see receivers on the line.
Yeah.
I mean, Kem was in a offensive line stance. You won't see him much there.
And unfortunately, our stat technician just told us Cougars have dipped under 500 yards now after that 5-yard, I guess technically, rush, negative 5 yards. So they're gonna go down to 490 after this one. And they'll take 1 more knee to end this game.
I mean, good game by the Cougars. They came out hot, scoring what? Was it 21 before they scored?
I believe so.
I mean, that's a great start to any offense. And a great start for defense, only allowing 28 points, 21 of them being, I don't know, like when they were up a lot.
Davis is going to take that last kneel, and the Cougars win 49-28. Great performance by the offense, a good performance by the defense. Late touchdown was with the backups in, but just an all-around great performance from the Cougars.
Yeah, what a game. What a game there by the Cougars. I mean, they put up near 500 yards of offense and only allowing, like, first-team defense, only allowing 150 yards of offense against the Marauders. But, I mean, both offense and defense were able to capitalize on what they needed to. And it was just such a great game to watch.
Do not go anywhere, though, real quick. We're going to have a post-game interview once again with Shannon Collins and head coach Jared Clark. He'll give his thoughts of the game. He said they got to clean up the kickoff. They were able to do that a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, one thing I do worry about, though, is Cannell. He seemed like, I mean, they probably didn't need to put him back in, but he's such a crucial factor for that offense. He seemed like he was, like his body was struggling. Hopefully he's able to fix that up for next week's game and get healthy again in order to carry on to the following thing. Looks like we're doing a prayer in the middle. But a great game for both teams. That moves the Cougars to what, 6-1, and the Marauders to 6-1. I believe we could move up in ranks there. But I mean, it's a good game. I mean, we'll chime in next week for Cardinal Mooney's homecoming game against, I think it's a district opponent, Lakewood.
Is it?
I believe so. Which I think this is going to decide who holds districts. I think next game will decide who holds districts.
Yeah, most likely should be the Cougars. I mean,
so it's a big,
I don't see them losing anyone anymore this whole season. They've had unbelievable year. Already beat some of their hardest competition. This is one of their hardest games on the schedule, and they definitely handle business tonight.
Yeah, I think the next hardest game is not going to be till Verreau in regional finals. I think the team's good enough to go there. But yeah, I think next week's game is going to be a big game. I don't see them losing. But, I mean, the Cougar offense has just got to go in, watch film, work on those penalties. Those penalties have got to lessen. Same with the unsportsmanlike conducts. Those have got the lesson to keep that team intact I mean, once it becomes a bigger games and closer games, those penalties are going to be crucial, and in order to win a game.
As the prayer finishes up. And yeah, we're gonna go get that interview. We'll send it down to Shannon Collins in a second. Watching my Bulls USF. Need them to cover 26.5.
I don't know. Who do you got?
Second half, they're not playing great right now.
I mean, we got some good games. We got Alabama, Vanderbilt this weekend.
Bama will win.
We also got Florida State, Miami.
Miami will win.
I don't know. I like Florida State. I mean, even though they lost last week. But I'm a Florida State fan. Hopefully they can.
And we're going to send it down to Shannon Collins now.
I'm back with Coach Clark. Coach, congrats on the win. What does this win say about the team right now?
No, we needed this. We haven't played a full game in a while. My hat goes off to Coach Harvey and CCC. He does a heck of a job of training those guys up, and they never quit. And we knew we were going to have to beat them. We're going to have to take it from them. We knew they weren't going to lay down. So I'm really proud of our guys. We prepared for a 4-quarter battle, and we played really well.
How would you sum up your performance tonight?
I think that our guys can, when we don't make stupid penalties and we play like we know how to play, we play like we do our jobs, I think we're one of the best teams in the state of Florida.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.